launching. The dumbest radio show in America. Welcome to Common Man and T-Bone.
I think what we need is like a centralized government that all the nations just talk to and say, let's just ask them what we do.
What I say is we need a common sense emperor, and I would like to volunteer for that job.
Of the world.
Of the world. Yes, of the world.
Emperor of the world.
Featuring Panama Ted.
Too hot.
Timmy Hall.
I will rub one on my face.
And a collection of profane noises.
Coach?
No, Dom.
I'm a genetic freak. And I'm not normal.
I want me some glory hole.
I'll keep it in the room.
Stop breathing. It used to be a lot longer.
The numbers don't lie. Bah! Bah!
This is Stupid. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Thursday. Welcome in. Hello, Bone.
Oh, hello, man.
Oh, we got a big program today. It's Name That Hole Thursday. Share with us your tales of Holio, and we will be the ultimate judge. At Man and Bone 971 on Twitter. You can text the burner phone 614-787-3093. Teddy is not here today. Instead, the very fresh-smelling Ryan Baker is filling in. Hello, Baker.
Hi, gentlemen. How are we?
You know what Ted's doing today?
He's celebrating his birthday.
That's right. It's Teddy's birthday. I forgot all about it because I forgot that Teddy and Bobby Carpenter share a birthday together. So I'm sure they're going to go out and celebrate together.
Probably so.
Those two guys have a lot of things in common. They both like to pump iron. I'm telling you.
Well, you know what? They are dedicated to their fitness regimen.
That's true.
Because Teddy gets up every day and walks and does things to stay in shape.
Teddy restricts his calories.
He does. Bobby does that too. Bobby, you're right, lifts copious amounts of weight. Ted, I don't think is doing a lot of weightlifting, but maybe a little bit. Maybe he's doing some strength training we don't know about.
He bench presses the tiny dogs.
One at a time or like one in each hand?
No, he double fists.
Double fists.
Double fisting.
Gotcha. Double fisting the dogs.
Happy birthday to Teddy and Bobby.
There you go.
Degenerate T-Bone at 448. T-Bone will lose you some money. Can we talk about what we just watched, or are people going to get upset about it?
Well, Marie Antoinette is the code word. If we're going to spoil stuff, we're going to talk about something that here's how the Olympics work. We watched a thing happen, and then it ended, and then they cut to commercial, and then they ran like a 1 minute long promo promoting that we could watch in primetime what happened from the thing we just watched.
Let me tell you something. It was nice to watch the gymnastics without Weepy McGee sitting next to me. You and I enjoyed it together. We had some nice commentary. All of a sudden, we became gymnastics experts.
Oh, yeah, we knew.
It's like, oh, yeah, she needs a 13.6. She's fine. She's good. Look at this.
Golden. So...
Well,
if you go to like ESPN.com,
I know,
if you go to any sports site, it's all there.
Hey, you know what? If you want to watch it later, then, earmuff it for a second. But Simone Biles wins the gold again.
Yeah.
In the individual all around. She's awesome. I don't know if she's got another run in her because by gymnast standards, she's geriatric.
Hey, the girl from Brazil is, I think, 30, 32, something.
Is she the one who took silver?
No, not her. The woman who had like the reddish hair. I don't know if you saw her, but yeah, she was. They said like I think she got recruited to come back or something.
All right, whatever. So Simone Biles wins the gold. Another Brazilian chick wins the silver. I forget her name.
Andrade. Former pro wrestler, just Andrade.
Let her live.
Yeah.
And then Suni Lee wins the bronze.
And that was the showdown between Simone Biles, who had won the all-around in 2016.
Right.
And Suni Lee,
who won it in Tokyo.
Yeah. So that's the two champs going head-to-head. Spoiler alert.
Can I tell you a little something about Suni Lee?
What's that, Mike?
If her and Gabby Thomas come over together, I don't know which one to hang out with.
Okay. I know what they both are going to say.
No,
wrong house.
Right, they don't want to hang out with me.
What? This is not where we were looking to go.
In this scenario where they were hypnotized and they saw me and they're like, oh, this guy.
Yeah.
He's Radio Common Man.
Mm-hmm.
I must sit with him. He was almost nominated for a Marconi. We will sit with him.
It appears we were shut out of that today.
I don't want to talk about that. It's stupid.
You brought it up. I didn't bring it up.
I wasn't going to elaborate on it.
Okay, well,
Fish and Sweet Lou are in the office watching this live stream.
They became very enamored with the idea of putting us up for the Marconi Award, which we
told
said
them,
at the time.
we're not going to win.
Yeah, it felt a little bit like your parents saying, I think you should try out for that NBA team. It's like, are you insane? Okay. I don't know why we're doing this.
The other thing, too, is, look, ability-wise, we know what we are.
Bad.
We are empty calories. We're fast food. We're not going to win any culinary awards. We're just here for you every single day when you want something greasy that makes you feel good. That's what we are.
Yeah.
So from a content standpoint, we don't match up with other shows and stations that do very complicated things. Okay? What we also have not been doing for the past, how long have we been on together? 13 years, 12 years, whatever it is?
Close to 13, I think now.
We have not kissed anyone's ass in the business for that entire time. So these are the people that routinely win these awards, is because they've been glad-handing and, submitting for years and playing the game and sending fruit baskets, and we're not doing any of that.
No.
Nor will we.
We don't want to do that. But I understand why the brass, I appreciated it when they came and said, we think you guys should, it's nice to have someone who believes in you around here.
It's nice that they thought enough of us to nominate us.
We just always are going to default to GTFO when it comes to like, hey, you guys could win a major award. We're like, yeah, right. Like, and that's why, because that's what happened today. Is we said, yeah, see, there's no way.
Well, we had to submit some content for this.
Yeah.
And so Fish says, hey, what do you want to submit? And I said, I'd love to submit just us talking about pee-pee no worky. We're not going to win anyway. We may as well blow their minds in the process.
Well, make it easy for them when they hit it. It's like, pee-pee no worky. And they're like,
these guys.
Okay, we'll just delete that. And that's one less one we have to think about.
But it'll be an ear hole for them, right? Because I bet you, or earworm, not ear hole.
Ear hole.
Yes.
Okay.
Earworm. The earworm will get in your ear hole.
Yeah.
They'll be doing something weeks later, and they'll just be sitting around saying, pee-pee no worky. I remember those guys.
Or someone. Just
what?
Never mind.
Doing something or someone? I got it. Thank you, Adam King.
I was just waiting for it.
Buckeyes officially opened up camp today. Some Buckeye fans are upset about true things. I saw this on ESPN. Chris Lowe, college football's easiest and toughest schedules for 2024. Easiest Power 4 non-conference schedule. They have listed Ohio State.
Yeah.
And some Buckeye fans don't want to hear that. I don't know why. We have circled 2024 on the schedule for years. And we have said this non-conference schedule sucks. Now, in fairness, doesn't really matter. Because you know who took this honor last year before the season started?
I believe that was the team up north.
That was the team up north. What did they do?
Won the national
championship. So who the hell cares? Win all your games. You win the national championship. It says last year Michigan got the nod here. This year it's Ohio State that shouldn't break a sweat in its 3 non-conference games. The Buckeyes open the season against Akron and Western Michigan, then have a week off before facing Marshall on September 21st. In other words, Ohio State's already 3-0. The Buckeyes do have a brutal Big Ten schedule with road games at Oregon and Penn State and home games against Iowa and Michigan.
Yeah, I mean, those are going to be tough.
I mean, I don't know if I'd say that's a brutal conference schedule.
Well,
that's a conference schedule.
That's the new Big Ten, right? I mean, you're going to get a West Coast trip, hopefully, against a pretty good team. You're going to have one of the, Michigan or Penn States you're going to have to go up against where you'll go on the road against. And then you're going to have a couple home opponents that are hopefully tough. Every other year, you're going to have, obviously, the game at home. And when it's not there, it's on the road. So, there's always going to be 3 or 4 marquee matchups in the conference. That's the way it should be, at least. But, yeah, I don't know. We may be just entering an era. We keep talking about this with the expectations for Buckeye football. You have 12 games on the schedule. And then, hopefully, I'm not saying it's pencil it in. I'm saying this is the expectation. You want to have a Big Ten championship game. That's game number 13. Then you have, if you avoid the first round, let's say you're in the Big Ten championship game, you're probably not in that opening round of the playoffs.
Probably.
But then you're in the second round. That's now 14 games.
Mm-hmm.
If you win that, you would then be qualified for the Final Four, essentially, of this playoff. 15. That is 15. And if you win that, you're playing 16 games. that up until recently was an NFL season.
Well, 16 games, and that's factoring in a first-round bye.
Yeah, if you might play a full 17 games if you end up being not one of the top 4 seeds.
I mean, there's a chance that you do all that, go to the Big Ten championship game and lose, and then you have
you're right.
a first-round game.
Sure.
That brings you to 17 games.
Exactly. So the point here is, I don't think it's a terrible thing. It is for fans. It is for us who want to see fun games early in the season. You want to see these big non-conference matchups. I totally get that. But from a standpoint of practicality, you're trying to win a national championship, having 3 or 4 games to start off the season where you can just kind of, they're not going to say this. No one's going to say this. Sleepwalk through those games.
Preseason.
You have a preseason now that allows you to kind of warm up for the actual real season where you may have to play not 2 or 3 really tough games, 6 or 7 immensely tough games. If you're going on the road to Penn State, that's not usually an easy game. Playing the team up north, we know, is not easy. You do have the road trip to Oregon. There's 3 right there. And if you want to count that Iowa game as tough, I can understand that. They're always physical. Let's say you got 3.5. Big Ten championships, 4.5. And then, like I said, a minimum of 3 playoff games is the hope. You're talking 7-8 games that have massive implications if you don't win them.
Ohio State and Syracuse are the only 2 Power 4 schools not playing a non-conference game against another Power 4 school, Notre Dame or the Pac-12's remaining 2 schools. It's the first time Ohio State has not played a marquee non-conference game in the AP poll era, dating back to 1936.
Wow. That puts it in perspective.
That's what I mean. We don't see this very often. It's a piss-poor non-conference schedule. I understand that Washington was on this schedule. They paid, $500,000 to get out of that game a couple of years back, and now Washington finds himself in the Big Ten.
Right.
And look, if the conferences are going to keep expanding, and I don't think we're done with realignment. I think the ACC implodes at some point, and then maybe a couple Big 12 members straggle over because they realize they're not going to be invited to the big party. As that conference schedule gets tougher, and if the playoff potential for playoffs gets longer, I can see all these teams, just as Bone said, using non-conference as a preseason and not scheduling anybody of note.
Well, the way to prevent that would be what? Thing we've talked about for a while.
Centralized scheduling?
Yeah. At some point, I feel like the next round of realignment becomes like a super conference of 64, 68, 72, however many teams you want to put in, 80, some number in that range. That's then all the big power conference teams and a bunch of others that don't really qualify, but they have historic ties or whatever. And then that's all done by one group, the playoff committee, whatever you want to call it, that all is going to be scheduled out by the big college football super conference. That's where I think it needs to go eventually.
Bone and I missed something today, and we're very upset about it. We'll share it with you coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on The Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You should know that there's an accident that's blocking 3 right lanes on northbound 270 on the west outer belt after Cemetery Road, and keep an eye out for some debris that's in the right lane on northbound 71 after 270 on the south outer belt. This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Savings based on discounts can vary. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. BMI Federal Credit Union has been voted Best Credit Union for the past 6 years in a row by CBUS Top Picks. Visit BMIFCU.org to learn more.
Is arthritic joint pain keeping you from doing the things that you love? Bone-on-bone pain in your knee, arthritic pain like I was having in my knee, maybe your hip, your back, your shoulder. Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Listen, there are exciting new cellular therapies that you can get lasting relief from. QC Kinetics is helping patients like you every day here in Columbus, led by Dr. Ray Tesner. I'm talking about cutting-edge treatments that accelerate your own body's healing properties, revitalizing your joints so you can move again. Listen, my dad was having knee pain. I was having knee pain. So we went over to QC Kinetics, and they were able to help us out. And 2 years out, I'm still feeling good. My dad can still move around. So learn how QC Kinetics can treat pain and enhance your joints and restore your mobility, and give you long-term lasting relief with no downtime. So check them out. Go to 380-208-4544 or head to one of their offices in Dublin, Gehenna, or now the new one that's most recently opened in Grove City.
For everyone, fuel restrictions apply.
Save big on 12 packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up. Select varieties or buy 2, get 2 free with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Ignite your Irish spirit at the Dublin Irish Festival August 2nd through 4th. Enjoy 7 music stages, 60 acts and more than 800 performers. Get your tickets at dublinirishfestival.org.
More and more people are falling into problem gambling. Mary Haven's experts offer comprehensive care. You and your loved ones can count on mental, emotional, and financial guidance.
Confidential and judgment-free. Go to maryhaven.com today.
Keep up to date on the summer games in Paris. Hear hourly reports on ESPN Columbus by listening to the Fans HD2 or by tuning into 1460 on the AM dial.
Sponsored by Newman Roofing.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hi, it's me, Little Bob from Bob's Discount Furniture. I know, you don't know me yet, but I'm here to let you know that I'm opening up 2 brand new showrooms in the Columbus area, located in Reynoldsburg and Polaris, bringing even more of my everyday low prices to the people of Ohio. And if you can't wait, mybobs.com is the quickest and easiest way to get unbeatable furniture prices delivered straight to your home today. That's my 2 brand new Bob's Discount Furniture stores coming to Reynoldsburg and Polaris this summer.
Get Bob's Discount!
Bobby Carpenter here for Affinity Whole Health, the leader in the testosterone and hormone replacement therapy game. And weight loss too, that's right. Affinity offers semaglutide injections for weight loss in addition to their testosterone treatments so you can lose weight and build muscle. They customize a plan directly for you. They added peptides to my TRT. They've added semaglutide with my friend's testosterone, and the results are amazing. They're pumped about summertime and pool season, so check them out at feelgreatcolumbus.com. That's feelgreatcolumbus.com.
Hey, Ohio! Don't miss the Ohio State Fair July 24th through August 4th.
With fair favorites like the Butter Cow sculpture, livestock animals,
Endless shopping,
delicious fair food,
free live music, thrilling rides and games,
competitions, and so much more.
Enjoy all that the Ohio State Fair has to offer now through Sunday, August 4th.
Tickets on sale at the gate or at ohiostatefair.com.
Hey, Ohio! Grab the whole family and head to the Ohio State Fair July 24th through August 4th. Experience the food, entertainment, hands-on activities, livestock animals, and so much more. Tickets on sale now at ohiostatefair.com.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state. The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at onnradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network.
Need to hire quality candidates fast? You need Indeed. Our video interview tool makes it easy and effortless to meet with candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We're going to be looking at showers moving on in. We have fine-tuned the timing of this rainfall anywhere between about 4 p.m. and 10 p.m. Keep an eye to the sky this evening. High 92 today, low 70 tonight. Showers on your Friday with a high of 87. I'm meteorologist Dylan Robichaud with a look at your 10 TV weather impact forecast on 97.1 The Fan.
Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Did you feel that? It's your radio getting fatter. Getting fatter.
Chubby time!
This is Common Man and T-Bone.
This dumb show brought to you by the Hinderer Motor Company. It is Name That Hole Thursday. Submit your tales of Holio at Man and Bone 971 on Twitter. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. So Ohio State opened up fall camp today. Our morning show is there, Morning Juice, broadcasting live. Bishop and Friends, broadcasting live. And then Bo Bishop came into the radio station. It was nice to see him today.
It was great.
And he brought us gifts of bourbon, which makes it even better.
Mm-hmm. We love that.
I didn't go, but I know some of you got the chance to go because you donated to the NIL and you got to watch practice. Would they cap it at like 750 people or 500 people?
Something like that, yeah.
Something. But the atmosphere was described to me as like a pro camp.
Yeah.
You know, they They made money in the process with the NIL. They went through a practice and gave you a little show. You know, it wasn't just people coming out and waving to you. They weren't hitting, but they were going through practice. You got to see some stars out there. And it seems like the fans ate it up.
Yeah, that's, I think, a really good idea from the standpoint of trying to build this program into whatever NIL is supposed to be, right? Like the amount of money that you have to raise, the amount of stuff you have to do to engage fans in that space. This, whether we like that or not, whether you're a fan of that or not, whether you think it should go back to the old way of college football, at least with this one, I am not a huge fan of them just going, please, we open up your wallets and give us cash. We have no money. We're just the poor little Ohio State University. But when they say, hi, would you like to trade some cash for an experience that you otherwise wouldn't get? Well, now we're talking. That's business. And if we're going to make this like a business, then instead of asking me to do something out of the goodness of my heart or a charitable donation, no, I would much rather you
give me
tell
something.
me, yeah, let me have perk. Something, and then and that's something that they can do for free. Or not free, but it's not nearly as hard to, cost that out, price that out.
To your point, they're going to practice anyway.
Yeah.
They're opening up
already
camp
doing it
anyway. What does it cost them to open it up and charge some money? Oh, and by the way, you can also bid on the equipment that was used at today's practice. You want to get your practice use helmet? There you go. Spend another $1,000 or whatever it is.
Oh, I think it's stuff from last year. I think
you can buy
it's like you can buy game used stuff there.
I see.
I mean, we were talking about that wasn't with you, was it? When we were talking about Buckeye helmets? That was, I think, when Timmy was in. Timmy was surprised to learn that the helmets every year that you don't get to keep the stickers. And I thought everybody knew that because the stickers, you get the new year with the new helmet.
Well, yeah, then you start from
stickers,
scratch.
right? I was asking Tyvis about this, and he said at the end of every year, when you have all, you see what the Buckeye helmets look like. The players have a chance to buy their helmets if they want them. And I forget what he said it was. It was hundreds of dollars you have to pay, but you can actually get to keep your helmet and then have all the stickers on it.
Did Tyvis do it?
I think he said he did his senior year. He saved up and like that was the year he wanted to buy it, or his last year there. But yeah, I mean, if you're able to get one of those helmets with Buckeye stickers, real game used, that's awesome. Let alone a jersey or all the other stuff you can buy.
Here's a little something for Will Howard, because I know he needs it. If he, in fact, turns out to be the starting quarterback for this team, wink, wink,
right?
Because Ryan Day has said nothing about it. If they win the Natty, I'll buy the helmet for him.
Oh, will you?
Yes, I will dig into my pocket. I'm sure he needs my money. I will buy the helmet for him.
If they win the national championship, I'm going to go out on a limb and say financially, he's already secure. He's going to be even more secure.
I'll tell you what. I'll make another promise.
Okay.
They win the Natty. And, of course, this is not just like I want Michigan blood during the course of this.
Oh, it's a win of national championship
yes, you
and
have
beating
to win
Michigan.
The Natty and you have to beat Michigan. I don't want to hear one of these, you won the Natty and then you still lost to Michigan. You have to beat Michigan, win the Natty, and beat Michigan as many times as it takes.
Yes.
Right? That's what I want. If you're a first-team All-Big Ten player, I'll buy all of your helmets.
Oh, for them to keep.
For them to keep.
Wow.
I'll buy them all.
That's great. What a magnanimous gesture.
You got to do it, though.
Well, yeah, you're saying you got to do the whole thing. You know what? I'll do something similar.
What?
If they beat Michigan as many times as necessary and win a national championship, I will buy a commemorative championship T-shirt for myself.
That's not doing anything for them.
That is my pledge to the team.
All right.
I will do it.
We missed something today. We missed the Olympic race walking early this morning.
Well, you said yesterday that it was at 11:30 a.m.
I got a text on the burner from someone who said it was at 11 a.m. today. Turns out it was at like 1 o'clock in the morning and 2:30 in the morning.
Somebody hit the time wrong. I think either you read it wrong or they just double hit the one.
I didn't read anything wrong. I actually reread the text this morning. They were just wrong. Maybe they meant to say 1 a.m., but they said 11 a.m. Maybe they put an extra 1 in there. I don't know. Here's what we do know. I like Olympic race walking. I don't like it enough to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning to watch it.
Yeah.
Is there a tape delay on the Peacock?
Well, I think they've got a channel like on Peacock where you could get like every event and you could go back and like essentially DVR it and go watch it.
Here's the highlights for you. An Ecuadorian guy won.
Brian Daniel Pintado.
Fine.
Yeah.
And a Chinese woman took home the gold for the ladies. Do you have her name, or you don't care about her?
Well, no, I'm looking at the article. It doesn't have her name. I'm not.
All right, well, I care about men and women.
I'm on Olympics.com over here. What do you want me to do?
Well, one race was earlier than the other race. Maybe they just didn't update it yet. The one that you're...
Well, they have to have the women's one. I'm sorry. I thought when I typed in race walking, it would have all this.
Ecuadorian guy, Chinese woman. We don't know about any rapid pooping. We have not gotten any word on that. I actually read the story to see if there was a mention of, and then he won despite having diarrhea. Because the guy last Olympic cycle in Tokyo, we saw him go into the porta potty.
Yep.
He was in there for 20 seconds. It was the quickest dump ever. There was no wiping. There couldn't be. Or else he had some sort of magic bidet that just shot him like a gun to clean. And then he was out of there in 20 seconds. And we both looked at each other and said, well, that guy's cooked. He stopped to poo. And then when it ended, he won the gold medal, even while pooing.
Yeah. This guy, Brian Daniel Pintado, finished second last go-around. He got silver last in that race that you're talking about. So I don't know if he also had to poo then, but the other people that he beat, Brazil's Caoi Bonfim took silver, and Spain's Alvaro Martin finished third to take the bronze. Maybe one of those guys was the one that was pooping last year and won. Maybe he upset one of them. I don't know enough about race walking other than to tell you this. That's 20 kilometers that they did, which is like 12.4 miles is what a race walking
course
was
the time?
is. An hour and 18 minutes to go 12.4 miles. What I am telling you is there are a lot of people who run like 10Ks. That's 6 miles, right? And they don't do it in that time.
No, I get it. This is
like
the Olympics, though, man.
I'm
These are
saying
the best walkers in the world.
They're walking, and they're faster than a lot of people can run.
They've been practicing all year at malls before they open. Baker?
I mean, maybe they have pit crews in those porta potties.
You think
and
so?
And they just take, you just drop trowel.
And then they're
out the door.
Just here. They just got a leaf blower under there. They're just like, and they just hit them with that, and it just... Everything flies off.
It sucks the
or
crap
suction,
right out of you.
Maybe they do suction.
There's no pushing necessary. Just
So they have the Porta-John cleaner there. And it's
Oh, we got a little intestine. That's okay. That's part of the speed game.
The jet engine on the Porta-John is not up to snuff today. It's not helping out the race walkers.
Katie Ledecky is awesome, but you probably don't know how awesome she is. I'm going to tell you coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're looking at a 20-minute slowdown if you need to travel northbound 71 on the north side between I-70 and 11th Avenue. And watch out for an accident that's on the right shoulder of northbound 270 on the west outer belt after Cemetery Road. This report is sponsored by Pirani's Hockey World. Got some old hockey gear you've been looking to get rid of? Sideline Swap will be on hand the last 3 days of the Pirani's Hockey World annual summer sale event in Westerville, August 1st to the 11th, to purchase your lightly used sports gear. Don't miss it. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors, voted by Columbus homeowners as the leading and most trusted window brand. Find out why at PellaColumbus.com or at their brand new Polaris showroom.
Men, if erectile dysfunction is affecting you, getting treated could have a dramatic impact on your relationship and your outlook on life. But it's also important where you get treated because your health matters. And working with an organization that practices excellent medicine and has significant expertise in men's sexual health can often result in a far better outcome. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're seeking a quality provider to treat your ED or are just not satisfied with your current situation, call us. We'll show you a true 5-star experience and work with you to find the right treatment for your specific medical situation. At Tri-State Men's Health, we truly are experts in men's sexual health, but it's more than that. Unlike the online pill pushers or so-called men's clinics that only offer one or a few treatment options, we offer the full spectrum of ED protocols. We can even use combinative therapies for better results. At Tri-State Men's Health, your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Summer's heating up at Zumbizi Bay. Slide into the action with our thrilling rides. Relax and unwind in the lazy river. Join us for $19.99 admission after 4 p.m. Zumbizi Bay, Central Ohio's largest water park. Get your tickets at zumbizibay.com.
Find great prices on summer favorites at Meijer. Get pork loin baby back ribs for $2.99 per pound. Meijer chips 3 for $5. And 2 pounds of fresh strawberries for $3.99. Plus, mix or match hundreds of items and pay just $1 each when you pick any 7 or more during the 7 for $7 sale. Get Eckrich hot dogs, Meijer ketchup, and select Coca-Cola products, plus deposit where applicable. Shop low prices and great deals all week long at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in-store or in the Meijer app.
Hi, Bob and Teresa Capace here. Anniversaries are a big deal and meant to be celebrated.
Join us for our 24th anniversary at Worthington Jewelers. Enjoy 10 to 60% off to celebrate this event, August 15th through the 17th.
Worthington Jewelers, your local hometown jeweler.
If you're obsessed with fantasy sports and gambling things, we have the slightly above average radio show for you. On the Money with Dave Biddle and Scotty Vegas.
Presented by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Sunday morning at 9 on The Fan.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
This season on Nada Yada Island.
You were charging your phone? I waited hours for you.
That's how long it takes.
Join Metro and get a free Motorola Edge that'll charge for the day in 15 minutes. At Metro, there's no activation fees. Only at Metro by T-Mobile.
Bring your number ID and sign up for Metro Flex Plus plan. Offer not available if at T-Mobile or have been with Metro in the past 180 days. Requires 68-watt charger sold separately. Actual performance will vary.
Oh no, this storm really did a number on my roof.
You need to get that fixed before it gets worse.
I know, but finding a good roofing company is like finding a needle in a haystack.
Actually, there's only one good roofing company you need to know. Nitro Roofing. Family owned, specializing in residential roofing, and they finish the job quickly without cutting corners.
Wow, sounds like they're the real deal.
Absolutely. Call Nitro Roofing today. Use code TheFan10 for 10% off. Call 614-714-5693 or visit nitroroofing.com.
Welcome to Reverse Aesthetics. Our medical weight loss program includes popular medications like semaglutide and tirzepatide, both of which are supercharged by our body sculpting treatments. For only $2.99 per month, under the supervision of our board-certified medical doctor, Reverse Aesthetics can help you achieve your weight loss goals while tracking progress quarterly. We have plenty of inventory and can begin treatment within 48 hours of your consult. Schedule now at reverse-aesthetics.com or call us at 614-656-4000.
I'm Rick Julius, a partner at Cordell & Cordell. As a business owner in today's economy, it's your job to anticipate constant market changes. But what do you do in the event of a divorce? Your assets and finances are scrutinized. Years of hard work building a business are on the line. This is not business as usual. You need an experienced partner you can count on for help. We're Cordell & Cordell.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Columbus area attorneys. 10 West Broad Street, Suite 1550, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. CordellCordell.com.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Objects in radio may be dumber than they appear. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Thursday. It's Name That Hole Thursday. T-Bone's going to sell you something.
Would you like to get your roof fixed, or maybe you need a new roof? Don't just go with anyone. Go with the one that's been the #1 roofing company in Columbus by Consumer Choice Awards for 22 years in a row. That is Able Roof. They've got a summer promotion going right now where you can get no payments, no interest until 2026. That's so far in the future, you can't even think about it. 2026, no interest, no payments, and up to $1,000 off a new roof, siding, and windows. Don't put off getting a new roof any longer. Call Able today, 614-444-ROOF for Able Roof. That's 614-444-ROOF.
Katie Ledecky. All right.
Yeah.
This Olympic Games, we have been talking about Simone Biles, who is ancient by gymnastics standards, at least high-level gymnastics standards. Katie Ledecky is also up there in age when it comes to swimming. Her specialty is the 1,500-meter freestyle. When we had the qualifications going on in Indianapolis, I mean, I was just in awe of Katie Ledecky because she's like lapping people. And these are the best swimmers the United States has to offer in this discipline, the 1,500-meter.
Yeah.
This isn't like her swimming against junior high kids. These are the next best people we have other than Katie Ledecky.
Right.
And she's making it look like child's play. Well, yesterday in the Olympics, with everybody else's best at this event. She also made it look like child's play. We've heard all Olympic long in the pool that the times have been slow because they didn't make the depth of this pool as deep as they should have or something, whatever. I don't know the science. I don't know the deal behind it. The pool's been slow. She had no problem in the 1500 setting an Olympic record, also making it look like child's play. As a matter of fact, when you go and you look at the top 20 times in the history of the women's 1500 meter, all of them belong to Katie Ledecky. Every single one. How can she be so good?
It's unbelievable. And it's one thing, even like you said, to be that good and win all of these things, and then you win them, I don't know, by a few seconds, or maybe because there's so many laps in this thing, you stretch it out a little bit. I mean, she's winning by so much that they can't even keep the other swimmers in the frame. They said NBC had to bring in, like, not bring in, I guess, but they had to use their cameras with the widest angle they have and put it at the highest position they could find to try to capture the entire pool. And they still couldn't capture everybody to make it so you could see anything. The furthest they could zoom out with this thing still couldn't capture the second place finisher.
I'm in awe of this. Obviously, she's awesome. She's great. But I just wonder, like, is it muscular? Is it purely mental? Although you can't beat somebody by that much and just, I just wanted it more. It can't be that. Is it lung capacity? Like, what is it about Katie Ledecky?
It's got to be a combination of all of that. And, I mean, she's a once-in-a-generation talent, right? Like, I'm guessing she's the greatest swimmer of all time at this discipline, but maybe if there was someone from, I don't know, 20, 30 years ago, they would say, well, if that person had the modern training and whatever, they would have been right up there with her.
Well, that could be.
But outside of that, right.
You know who has the modern training? Everybody she's racing against.
Oh, I know.
And she's that much better than everybody.
Well, but, I bring this up often. I harp on this. It's not about a debate of who the greatest is of all time. I'm not here to do that. But when you talk about basketball, what other player do we have that we can look at that has had the career of LeBron James? And there's no one who has played as long as he has and he is 25, 7, and 6 every night for 20 years in the NBA. Dwayne Wade, who's on the commentary for Team USA, has retired 5 years ago. They were in the same draft class. He's going into the Hall of Fame if he's not already there, Dwayne Wade. Like, that's how good he is. He had a great career. He had a Hall of Fame career. He can't play anymore. LeBron is still playing in these Olympics, is going to play next year in the NBA. That is, what is it that keeps him that way? Is it,
I don't know
what I mean? Right.
But you know
I'm
what?
saying,
when they die, they have to volunteer to be cut open and studied by science.
I'm saying Katie Ledecky, LeBron James, like, we've not seen many people in the history of sports that are as able to do this for so long at such a high level in their sport.
Right. But with Katie Ledecky specifically, it's not just about the longevity and the consistency. Like you said, LeBron's doing 25 and 7 every single night for 20 years.
Yeah.
But to me, this would be the equivalent of like the second place scorer doing 25 and 7, and LeBron's averaging 50 points a night.
Right. Yeah.
That's
yeah,
how
you're right.
much
She's
better
even more impressive.
she is.
Yeah, she is. She's more impressive than LeBron.
I mean,
you're exactly right.
I'm astonished by this. You know what else I'm astonished by? So the ACC, the conference, put out a tweet celebrating all of the ACC athletes who are in the Olympics right now. So they have ACC Olympians made it here, right?
Well, they're
made
saying
in the ACC.
Yeah, this is ACC.
They got a picture
development
of Katie Ledecky. It says Olympic record, women's swimming 1,500 meter freestyle, ACC accomplished greatness. It's got a little picture of her and then the logo of the college she went to.
Clemson?
And no.
NC State?
No.
Oh.
She went to Stanford.
Oh, that's right.
Who's in the ACC as of this year, but wasn't when Katie Ledecky was there. So congratulations, ACC alumnus, Katie Ledecky.
I mean, that feels like Pac-12 stolen valor a little bit, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, she never... I have a problem when we do that with Ndamukong Suh, like, one of the great players in Big Ten history. He never played in the Big Ten. He played for Nebraska, who's in the Big Ten now, but he doesn't count. We never watched him play Big Ten seasons. That's stupid. And this is stupid, too. Katie Ledecky is a Pac-12 legend, if you want to say anything. Or you can just say, she's awesome. She's a Stanford legend. That's not changing. They're not going away.
We got fencing on right now. Have you seen the ratings for this stuff?
For fencing?
No, for everything.
Oh, no, I mean, I'm sure they're high.
Like the gymnastics, the previous night when they were doing the team, I'm sure it's going to be even more tonight, was over 12 million people. And they were saying that the ratings are better this year than they were last Olympic cycle. And I understand why. There was no atmosphere in the Olympics last year. Most of the venues were empty, but people continue to tune in for these things. Peacock, they said, they being NBC, so I guess they could lie. Peacock is regularly getting 5 million people at a time just on Peacock watching the coverage.
I don't doubt that this is like day by day by day. They've never had a cumulative number of people watching Peacock like they've had in the last week and a half, right?
Right.
That's not happened. And so it's just going to keep growing, I think, as far as people's interest in this. We haven't even touched the track and field portions really yet.
Because it hasn't started yet.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's usually how this goes. It's gymnastics early, and then you get through that. You've got basketball running its course. You got some of those sports that are just going the entire time. And then you get to track and field time, and it's like a whole nother Olympics that we have. It's great.
The fan poll, 971thefan.com. What's your favorite storyline so far in the Olympics? Your choices. Simone Biles, Leon Marchand, who is the French swimmer guy who won gold last night.
And he's creeping up on Phelps's records or tying Michael Phelps guess. Or something. I saw Michael Phelps was like cheering him on.
Yes. Katie Ledecky or U.S. women's rugby. Okay, so for me, Simone Biles, we knew was awesome. So it doesn't surprise me that she's been winning gold because she's the greatest of all time, according to people who know these things.
Sure.
Katie Ledecky. Everyone picked her to win that race. And as I said, that's crazy. That's dominant. But we were expecting that. To me, the French guy, I didn't know much about the French guy, so I guess he'd be a story. If I'm voting, it's U.S. women's rugby. Not just the fact that they won a medal, which they have not done before. Right? They won the bronze medal. But the way they won that bronze medal with the last-second stiff arm going coast to coast, and what the hell was Australia doing?
I don't know.
You got to wrap up and get some safety help. But you know what? There was nothing there. Team USA chick just ran right on through, and God bless you. I forgot your name, but you go right out there, dramatic fashion. I am obsessed with rugby now because of this.
Yes. I will vote of the choices given for rugby. If I had to add another one of just other storyline, for me, it's the Parmesan cheese gymnast lady. She's also a story. She's
there. What's her name?
Georgia Villa.
Georgia Villa.
She won a silver with the Italian team. They all won silver, right?
She has an official sponsorship with Parmigiano Reggiano.
I love that.
And was not Parmesan.
No.
You got to say the whole thing. You can make Parmesan in Wisconsin. Parmigiano Reggiano is from that region and that region only.
Is that right? I didn't know that Parmesan could be made anywhere.
Yeah, you can make Parm anywhere.
Oh.
But you can't call yourself Parmigiano Reggiano.
Yeah.
Unless you have
a guy named Reggie.
That's right. And she is doing the splits on top of huge wheels of cheese.
Yeah, they have a photo. They did a photo shoot of her. She's on like the beam. She's sitting on a beam.
She's on Brandon
cheese.
Beam. She's just on him eating cheese.
Sure.
Saying, why is this grown man toddler staring at me?
Yeah. I'd say she is, outside of the ones you mentioned, she is the story of the Olympics for me.
The Kelce's won $100 million.
They won? They won?
They want.
Oh,
They want $100 million. I'll tell you why coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Watch out for an accident that's blocking the right shoulder and causing some holdup on northbound 71 on the north side at 11th Avenue. And we have some slow traffic on southbound 270 on the East Outer Belt between Main Street and I-70. This report is sponsored by eBay Motors. eBay Motors is here for the ride with the parts you need at the prices you want. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they're guaranteed to fit your ride the first time, every time, or your money back. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking for reliable roofing services in Central Ohio? Go with Nitro Roofing. We'll get the job done right the first time. Reach out today for a free estimate at nitroroofing.com.
When life is on hold due to a painful injury or condition, every day counts. Start the path to recovery now with Central Ohio's most trusted team of orthopedic experts. Start with orthopedic1.com.
Another day is here, and you're ready for it. What to wear? Check. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Check. Planning for what's next and how to save for it? That's where Bank of America can help. For your financial to-dos, Bank of America has experts ready to help get you closer to your goals. Get started at one of our Central Ohio financial centers or 24/7 in our mobile banking app. Find a location near you at bankofamerica.com/talktous. What would you like the power to do? Mobile banking requires downloading the app and is only available for select devices. Message and data rates may apply. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC.
Hey, have you heard about Tim Hortons' new happy hour? Get 50% off summer menu drinks after 2 p.m., Monday to Thursday.
50% off?
Yeah. Try the new Cocoa Caramel Crunch Iced Cap, Butter Pecan Cold Brew, Mango Frozen Lemonade, Solar Splash Tim's Boost, and Berry Cherry Refresher.
There are so many options. That's really good.
Discover a new favorite with Tim's Summer Menu and enjoy 50% off during happy hour. Only at Tim's. Limited time at participating U.S. restaurants. Terms apply.
Ignite your Irish spirit at the Dublin Irish Festival August 2nd through 4th. Enjoy 7 music stages, 60 acts and more than 800 performers. Get your tickets at dublinirishfestival.org.
Delaware County Veterans Services invites you to visit the Wall That Heals from September 12th through the 15th at Havner Park in Liberty Township. Pay homage to those that have served in the Vietnam War. The Wall That Heals is free and open to the public. To learn more, please visit thewallthathealsohio.com.
This is Corey Sickles with Safe Harbor Retirement Group. How much income will you need to retire? Let us help make sure you reach your financial goals. Visit safeharboroh.com to schedule a complimentary meeting. safeharboroh.com.
Morning Juice.
So people say they never have enough time. God gives us just the right amount of time. We just choose how we use it.
Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Affinity Whole Health.
Weekday mornings at 6. The Fan.
Hi, it's me, Little Bob from Bob's Discount Furniture. I know, you don't know me yet, but I'm here to let you know that I'm opening up 2 brand new showrooms in the Columbus area, located in Reynoldsburg and Polaris, bringing even more of my everyday low prices to the people of Ohio. And if you can't wait, mybobs.com is the quickest and easiest way to get unbeatable furniture prices delivered straight to your home today. That's my 2 brand new Bob's Discount Furniture stores coming to Reynoldsburg and Polaris this summer.
Get Bob's Discount! Shop Meijer for all of your back-to-school essentials. Pull out your supply list and check it off as you go because it's all in one stop. Find Crayola 24-count crayons for 50 cents, Meijer 70-sheet notebooks for 45 cents, Elmer's glue for 50 cents, and Meijer 8-count number 2 yellow pencils for 75 cents. Plus, get select backpacks 20% off. You'll get an A+ in savings when you shop back-to-school in one stop at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in-store or in the Meijer app.
At Baths R Us, we're terrible roofers. We stink at installing siding. And don't ever call us for your kitchen remodel. But if you want a stunning, beautiful bathroom makeover in just 2 or 3 days, now that's when you want to call us. See, unlike most contractors these days, we offer only one service, bathroom remodeling. We don't spread ourselves thin by doing roofing or siding and a bunch of other stuff. Nope. At Baths R Us, we dedicate every company resource into mastering the craft of bath transformations. It's why we're the Midwest's biggest 5-star family-owned bathroom company. And it's why we have the happiest customers. Just check out our Google reviews. Baths R Us. We're terrible roofers, but we're awesome bathroom remodelers. Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsrus.com. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Just be glad you aren't as stupid as these two.
Oh, yes.
This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Bone and I do all our banging at Hollywood Casino Columbus, specifically their 12,000 square foot sports book. You got all the Olympic action going on right now. Where would you rather be? At home on your couch? By yourself?
No.
You want to be where the action is, and the action's at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Gaming action, food and drink action, coked out Scotty Vegas action. It's all there. Hollywood Casino Columbus. Go there now or later. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. I don't know about such things, but I'm going to say this is good. EA Sports College Football 25, the new video game that has been gone for a while, and now it's back, and people are very excited. They have announced that it has reached 5 million unique players and generated $500 million in sales in its first week.
That's,
again,
$500 million. It seems pretty good.
I'm not a gaming expert, but that sounds like a lot of scratch.
I am not either, but I did look up to see what were some of the biggest grossing numbers of all time for video games.
Look at you.
Well,
look at you, you professional.
I didn't get too far with it, but I did find out that Grand Theft Auto 5, when it came out in 2013, I think they said that it made over $1 billion in like 3 days.
Wow.
Okay, so it's not as good as that as far as a launch.
So you're telling me that people are more excited about punching hookers in the face than the return of the college football video game?
I mean, technically, the only thing included in that title is theft of auto in a grand fashion.
I mean, you're running over.
It's probably the grand part that people really like. It's like, well, you stole a car and then did other stuff. Now it's grand theft auto. Maybe that's why they liked it.
I played that a couple times. I made no effort to do anything. I just sort of walked around.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I like
punch people.
I like
walk
driving
around.
the cars.
Yeah, I would drive the car, listen to the 80s music.
I always enjoy like the race car games. I like those a lot. But Grand Theft Auto, the driving was not very good in it. I mean, you could get in a car and drive it around and run stuff over and, drive over a fire hydrant and have it explode. Those kind of things.
The Popo could get you, though.
Yes, they could.
If you break too many rules and you hear the woo, 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 woo.
Oh, I used to love to see the police coming at me with no lights on and try to get them. I'd want them to try to chase me.
I love the sound effects.
Woo, 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 woo.
Oh, yeah.
We're a low-budget show. We make our own sound effects.
Perfect.
The Kelces, Travis, Jason. I'm going to say Mom, too. I don't know.
Sure.
They have their New Heights podcast.
Yeah.
According to Ann Steele of the Wall Street Journal, the Kelces seek a deal in the range of 9 figures for the New Heights podcast. $100 million. They do the show once a week. I'm reading this on Florio's website, whatever the hell that's called, imadouche.com. At no point in this article where he's explaining to you, yes, podcasts are popular. People like the Kelces. Did you know that one of them dates Taylor Swift? At no point did he ever say, and the suitors for this podcast are.
Yes.
Who's going to give him the $100 million? Is it Spotify?
Well,
is it Apple? Who is going to give him the money?
So I looked this up because I did not know. Florio annoys the bleep out of me with the way that he writes articles because every one of his, I'm not talking about the people who write for his website. I'm saying when Florio himself writes one of these articles, it's always got to include a sentence like, give me any premise from the NFL. Name anything.
Justin Herbert hurts his foot.
Justin Herbert hurts his foot. This is how he will write about that. At some point in that article, there will be, Justin Herbert is a quarterback. Justin Herbert is good. If he hurts his foot, he can't be a good quarterback. If he's not a good quarterback, the Chargers may not be as good this year. That's like, he will write 8 sentences that everyone instinctively knows.
Yes, but at no point he will tell you how much time he's expected to miss.
Or what the injury is, or when the play happened that he actually got hurt. So I went and looked this up to find out. According to People, not People, like People Magazine.
Oh, I see.
They are saying that the Wondery podcasting network, I don't know if they're already doing the show with Wondery or not, but they're an established podcast network. They apparently are in discussion with that group to keep doing it with them or to start doing it with them for the $100 million. And according to People, a podcast industry executive told them, quote, they will absolutely get that much. These aren't vanity deals. These shows are cash machines.
Okay.
Cash machines.
All right.
Are we getting $100 million for our podcast?
No. I will tell you, though, that I'm doing another Common Man's Basement tomorrow, 8 o'clock p.m. on the YouTube. Just search Common Man's Basement on YouTube. If Wondery or anybody else wants to sign up, Common Man's Basement, I'll do it for a little bit less than $100 million.
Can you please maybe ask them if they want to do Common Man's Basement, if they'd also like to do Common Man and T-Bone, just maybe throw that in there too? Like we could do two shows?
Let's not get greedy.
98 million?
I'll think about it. I'll think about it for 98 mil.
Have you ever just like looked up at the sky and been like, if you're up there, give me $5 million and I'll never ask for anything again? Have you ever done that?
You know what I have done? I actually did this recently. I was sitting on the couch. I had a little bottle of water on the coffee table. I didn't want to move to get it. I sort of put my hand out and I said, if you just make this bottle of water come to me right now.
Oh, yeah.
I will never question you. I will spread the word. I'll do everything that you want me to do. I'll be your instrument here on earth. And I'm just there, and I got the hand out, and I'm waiting for it. And there's like a 1% part of my brain that says, here it comes. It's coming. Guess what? Never came.
I was told the reason that doesn't happen, Mike, just so we're covering our bases,
all right,
is because you're testing God, and that's not something he likes. He's not going to honor that.
I understand.
So that's on you.
Satan makes deals.
Satan makes deals.
But God's not going to make a deal.
Yeah.
I got it.
I may call him next. I'm going to keep my options open.
The Antichrist line is open.
I'm going to call that up. See what happens.
Fat Boy Food Tap coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
There's some stop-and-go traffic that's causing a 10-minute delay if you need to travel northbound 71 on the north side between I-70 and 11th Avenue. And traffic is moving slowly on eastbound 670 between Cleveland Avenue and 71. This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Savings based on discounts can vary. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking for reliable roofing services in Central Ohio? Go with Nitro Roofing. We'll get the job done right the first time. Reach out today for a free estimate at nitroroofing.com.
Common Man here for Care Heating and Cooling. Weather is unpredictable, but the inside of your home should be comfortable just the way you like it. And the best way to avoid those unnecessary surprises is with a care plan. See, with a care plan, you get priority service, system maintenance in case of an emergency. Just another way to give you and your family peace of mind. And maintaining your systems properly can help save you money. A properly maintained furnace and air conditioner run more efficiently, reducing your utility usage. Regular maintenance also prevents breakdowns and extends the life of your equipment. I'm on the care plan, and I'm quite the expert. I'll stop by and give your system a once-over. I will. Don't tempt me. I end every commercial the same way, telling you to hire Care when you need a company you can trust. It's not just the slogan. That's the Care creed. How about this? Lennox. They have thousands of dealers nationwide. HVAC royalty. Last year, Lennox gave Care their coveted Partner of the Year award because they're trusted by their customers and their partners. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com. When you need a company you can trust.
With surgery and drugs being the main options to treat chronic joint pain, that left orthopedic surgeons like Dr. Ray Tessner thinking,
geez, wouldn't it be nice if we can have another form of treatment that eliminates some of the downside and has a bigger upside as we learn more about it?
And then he found it. Regenerative medicine, an exciting, fast-growing approach to dealing with pain using healing agents from your own body.
Well, it's using the miracle benefits of the human body to help encourage healing.
Today, you'll find Dr. Tessner at QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, giving patients lasting relief from joint pain in their knees, hips, shoulders, and back.
It's one of the best management tools that has come around in a long time.
Finally, options other than surgery and steroids. All natural regenerative treatments at QC Kinetics. Learn more. Call today for your free consultation.
Go to QCkinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
This season on Nada Yada Island.
You were charging your phone? I waited hours for you.
That's how long it takes.
Join Metro and get a free Motorola Edge that'll charge for the day in 15 minutes. At Metro, there's no activation fees. Only at Metro by T-Mobile.
Bring your number ID and sign up for Metro Flex Plus plan. Offer not available if at T-Mobile or have been with Metro in the past 180 days. Requires 68-watt charger sold separately. Actual performance will vary. Kemba Financial Credit Union pays you to save. Get a $300 bonus with a new money market account and earn a premium interest rate on your money. It adds up to big-time savings for your goals and dreams. Visit Kemba.org to check our rates and learn more. Restrictions apply. Bonus requires Advantage status and $10,000 minimum balance be deposited in the first 30 days and maintained to qualify for a $100 bonus at 90 days and $200 at 180 days after opening. Federally insured by NCUA. Offer ends September 30th.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels with a whole boatload of fans on hand. Ohio State held their first practice to get ready for the coming season. Head coach Ryan Day says it's time for them to make the most out of every moment.
Every year you have to rebuild. We're calling them bricks. There's bricks in the foundation, and you won't know how strong that foundation is until the storms come and the big games come down the road. And it's going to be a long season this year, so we're trying to maximize every single day, every meeting, every walkthrough, every practice.
Former Michigan State football coach Mel Tucker's filed a lawsuit against the school claiming wrongful termination. He was dismissed at midseason last year after being accused of sexual harassment. NFL preseason, Chicago at Houston in the Hall of Fame game tonight. Did you get to hear on the Fan? Cleveland Browns running back Dante Foreman taken to a hospital for evaluation after a hit that left him with neck pain today. This update brought to you by BMI Federal Credit Union. They've been voted the best credit union 6 years in a row by CBUS Talk Picks. Visit BMIFCU.org to learn more. Breaking sports news here on the Fan.
Their BMI is higher than their IQ. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
It is Name That Hole Thursday. Send in. Here's how it works. If you never heard the show before, welcome. Also, if you have a story where you don't know if you're an a-hole or if somebody else is an a-hole, we're here to judge that for you. Yeah. So send in that story at Man and Bone 971 on the X or text the burner phone 614-787-3093. I have many stories today for Fat Boy Food Tip. Are you ready?
I'm excited and ready. Let's do it.
Yeah! Common Man and T-Bone have very little value unless they're telling you about all the crap they can shove in your mouth so you can die quicker. It's time for Fat Boy Food Tip. Wait, how do you want me to say it? Tip? This is dumb. I quit.
All right, so McDonald's, they are a publicly traded company. Breaking news. That means they have to answer to shareholders. They release their revenues, all of that on a quarterly basis. Well, stores open for at least a year saw sales fall 1% over the April to June period compared with a year earlier, the first such decline since the pandemic. So McDonald's is not used to this. They want to see the numbers go up. Right?
Yeah.
Now we have sales going down by 1%, but still in their world, that's big.
Sure.
That sales are going down. They said that the poor results McDonald's did, their boss, Chris, whatever his name is, has forced the company to focus more on value and a comprehensive rethink of prices. He's told investors that the firm would lean on discounts to try and stop the sales decline. Now, they've had the $5 meal deal. They've done that. But I guess analysts are thinking, and maybe even insiders at McDonald's are thinking, that was too little too late. People are already talking about prices of Big Macs being, I don't know, $17 in Connecticut.
Yeah.
And that those negative stories have hurt McDonald's in the press. And so the perception of value is not there. Look, fast food, obviously we want it to be good. Okay? Yeah. Everybody wants their fast food to be hot and fresh and wonderful every single time you get it. But what we should get every single time, even if it's not the hottest, even if it's not the freshest, is value. A cheap meal quickly.
Oh, yeah.
And for the most part, you don't get that now. Fast food places have to lean back into this. And if it means you shrink your menu to take away some of your own costs, maybe Arby's doesn't serve the burger or the crinkle cut fries and just focuses, I don't know, on stocking roast beef.
Yeah, that's right.
What they do. Logic tells you you can then sell that sandwich for cheaper because you're not clogging up your restaurants with other things.
You're right. That is I mean, I'm sure that there's a lot more to it if you were to work in the fast food industry at the executive level or at the chef level, right? But in general, my guess is the more items you have on your menu, the more each item has to cost because of the fact you're going to have now more waste, more stuff that's sitting there, equipment you have to use to cook all that stuff, and extra things to store it, extra training for people. All this stuff is going to add up to the overall dollar you have to put into the average fast food item. It's not just McDonald's that's having this issue, right? Every fast food place is, but it once again shows, who do you think of when you think of fast food in this country, at least? The number one name is going to be McDonald's. So if they're feeling the effects of this, I'm quite sure Wendy's is, Taco Bell is, Burger King, all these places, they're all dealing with it, and they're trying to figure out the best way to make it better.
Another quote from McDonald's: "We know how to do this. We wrote the playbook on value, and we're working with our franchisees to make the necessary adjustments." So the reality is, sales go down. We will, and by we, I mean the fat asses that buy and consume this stuff, like me and you. We will benefit because they will offer more value.
Yeah.
They don't want to see their sales go down another 1% for the next quarter. They're gonna offer you stuff. They're gonna try and get you in the door. And so, yes, while it's never going to go back to 1992 prices where I get a number one for $2.99, that's never going to happen. We should start to see some sort of price reduction at the drive-through window.
I'll tell you, this is the way I would go about it if I were McDonald's. I would strive to have a burger, fries, drink option with something more than a small on the drink and fry for under $5. $4.99, $4.75, something like that. Even if it is a single cheeseburger with a medium fry and a medium Coke, that needs to be like a $4.99 meal. And then for breakfast, you need to have a breakfast sandwich, hash brown, and small cup of coffee for less than $4, I say. Those are two items you could do to say, look, we're back, we're value. Their value bundle thing they did is nice. I do like the $5 option they have now, but you need to do a little bit better than that, and you need to have more options like that for people. Because
McDonald's,
the horse is out of the barn at this point on value.
McDonald's said overall revenue, which includes sales at newly opened stores, was flat year on year. Profits slipped by 12%. McDonald's said lower income customers were particularly hurting, and the loss of those buyers was not being made up by wealthier households trading down. You ignored your core customer.
Absolutely right.
Lower earning blue collar households that relied on you.
Yes.
They can't afford you anymore.
Well, go figure. People are going to notice when every time they go. I mean, it's not hard to remember. How long ago was it that McDonald's had a large soft drink for $1? That's not that long ago that was a thing. Now it's like $1.70. That's not
$1.79. I think I paid the other day.
Right. Again, it's 70, 80 cents is not going to break anybody's bank. But when everything on your menu is doing that kind of jump and people go 3 or 4 times a week and they're not just buying for them, they're buying for a family, that's going to add up. People are going to notice. And then it's going to take a while for them to come back. You're going to have to convince them that when they come back, oh, hey, look, I can get 2 apple pies for $1.50. Oh, that's good. The Happy Meals are back to a price that makes sense. It's going to take a while for people to get back on that.
All right, Taco Bell parent company Yum Brands said yesterday that they're going to expand the use of artificial intelligence voice technology in the drive-thrus to hundreds of U.S. locations by the end of the year. I have yet to see AI at Taco Bell. I've seen it at Wendy's multiple times in the area. It's fine. They're saying that the issue that they're having with the voice technology stuff at Taco Bell is they have to train it to assume that people are going to say things wrong. Because there are still people that go to the window and say, I didn't want them quesadillas. Give me one of those quesadillas. And the AI has to know what the hell a quesadilla is, not just what a quesadilla is.
Yes, everything probably has to be pronounced a few different ways to make sure that it understands you. I remember the McDonald's thing. Remember how McDonald's tried to do this? I think they tested AI at like 100 restaurants, and they said it did not go well. It went viral with them having people who were yelling at the machine because it gave them 26 chicken nugget meals or 9 iced teas that they didn't order. That, they said, the Taco Bell people actually threw a little shade at McDonald's and said, yeah, we're not using what they used. We found a system that actually works, and it's working great for us, so we're good. And they said that it's been going fine so far. We'll find out if that's true eventually, one way or the other. They are saying, I don't know if I believe them, but this will not take away any jobs from the people who work at Taco Bell. They are saying
not initially.
Well, they're saying that already people who are doing that are also, we've all seen this where you hear them filling a drink as they're talking to you, or they're taking someone else's money as they're talking to you. So they're saying this allows the workers to go do that stuff, do it a little quicker, and then the AI can take the order and people can just make the food. It's a little bit more efficient.
I'll tell you, years ago,
I hope it's true.
Torg and I did a thing where we did a promotion. We were working the drive-thru at a local Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And people could come and see us and place their order and all that. So Torg was making the food. God help us. He was there with the sour cream gun just like squirting it in his mouth. And I'm working the window.
Yeah.
And I'm not even doing half the stuff they normally do because I got somebody next to me who's filling up pop, and I'm just there taking money, saying hello to people, and asking through the speaker, "Hi, Common Man here. What would you like from Taco Bell?" Right? Yeah. I'm that guy. So we were supposed to do this for 2 hours. I turn around after what I assume is like 2 hours of work and say, "Man, I'm exhausted." Whew. Yeah. And I look at the clock. It was 15 minutes had gone by.
Oh, dude.
15 minutes. And I'm not even doing everything. It's hard work.
I remember when I was in high school, my parents were like, I was like 14 or 15. I was looking for my first job. And I asked my dad, I was like, what do you want me? What should I do? Where should I go? And I thought, why don't I go work at McDonald's or a fast food place? Because that seems like, it's always busy and you'll be moving around. And he looked at me and he said, "Listen to me. You don't want to do that. That is the toughest job." He's like, start out with like grocery store and work your way up to that.
Yeah,
because
you can get up to there. But
but he was saying to start, don't just jump into that, because you may find that you hate it and then you're going to be turned off on doing like a part-time job. You're going to be burnt out. And I've always heard that from people who worked fast food or who worked in the service industry, in the food lane specifically, that it's a whole nother beast from any other type of part-time job.
We got Joe Tardy pissed off about something.
Oh,
Joe Tardy sends me a text. He is the resident fact checker.
Okay.
He says, "You know what else McDonald's needs to do to help business? Give me the double cheeseburgers I paid for instead of substituting McDoubles. I know the effing difference."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Dude.
You want that extra piece of cheese. That's why you got the double cheeseburger. It makes a difference.
Also, come on, McDonald's. When you advertise a McDouble is like, 2 for $3 or 2 for $3.50, whatever they are now, and then you go order a double cheeseburger, not a McDouble, a double cheeseburger, and they will charge you more for one double cheeseburger than they will for 2 McDoubles sometimes. I'm like, I know what you did. You put an extra piece of cheese on it.
That's all. That's the only difference.
It's American cheese. I have it in my house. I can get a slab of it for like $4. I know it doesn't cost you that much to put the extra piece of cheese on there. What are we doing?
I want to talk to all of you about something that excites me. Oh, this is the Parmesan Reggiano story. We did that already.
Oh, we did that?
There's a gymnast who's posing erotically with cheese.
I didn't know that was what that story was.
Yes, it does. It does. No, it's my bad. It does it for me. You know what we can talk about?
What's that? Something.
Oh, I'll tell you what we can talk about.
Okay.
We got fun stuff happening tonight. I'll tell you what it is next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got some slow-moving traffic on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between Westerville and Cleveland Avenue. And expect a 5-minute delay on eastbound 33 between 270 Southeast and Ebright Road. This report is sponsored by Ohio Laborers and Ohio Lessig. The Ohio Laborers, they're more than just hard hats and tools. They're the backbone of Ohio's infrastructure, constructing vital projects that shape your communities. Their skilled laborers pave the way for smoother commutes, ensuring safe and efficient travel on Ohio roads and highways. Build Ohio right, build it Union. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking for reliable roofing services in Central Ohio? Go with Nitro Roofing. We'll get the job done right the first time. Reach out today for a free estimate at nitroroofing.com.
BreezeLine's fiber-powered home internet, starting at $19.99 per month, offers the reliability you deserve and security you could trust. With a price lock guarantee, no contracts, and free equipment, you can't beat this amazing deal. Protection against cyber threats and no annoying data caps means you'll never have to think about your internet again. And now you can bundle and save when you add BreezeLine Mobile, with plans starting as low as $12.50 per month per line. Act now. Terms and conditions apply. Limited time offer. Learn more at breezeline.com.
Ohio, ready for some quick mental health facts? Let's go. Nearly 2 million Ohioans live with a mental health condition. In the U.S., more than 50% of people will be diagnosed with a mental illness in their lifetime. Depression is a leading cause of disability worldwide. So why are some of us still stigmatizing people living with a mental health condition when we know all of this? Let's listen to the facts and beat the stigma. Ohio, challenge what you know about mental health at beatthestigma.org.
Hey, have you heard about Tim Hortons' new happy hour? Get 50% off summer menu drinks after 2 p.m., Monday to Thursday.
50% off?
Yeah. Try the new Cocoa Caramel Crunch Iced Cap, Butter Pecan Cold Brew, Mango Frozen Lemonade, Solar Splash Tim's Boost, and Berry Cherry Refresher.
There are so many options. That's really good.
Discover a new favorite with Tim's Summer Menu and enjoy 50% off during happy hour. Only at Tim's. Limited time at participating U.S. restaurants. Terms apply.
And this summer with Zumbizi Bay, Central Ohio's largest water park. Take your last ride on Dolphin Dash before exciting new things come next season. Soak up the sunshine and dive into an unforgettable experience for the whole family. Zumbizi Bay offers nonstop fun for everyone. Enjoy $19.99 admission after 4 p.m. Get your tickets now and make your final splash at ZumbiziBay.com.
We don't talk politics on the Fan. It's divisive, fear-stoking, and negative. That's what our social media is for. Or your crazy uncle's house, or the grocery store, or you get my point. The Fan, Ohio's politics-free destination.
Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. The people who refuse to make trade-offs in life. Like Kelly, when her old car insurance got so expensive that she couldn't afford to drive anymore, do you think she started carrying her groceries for miles? No. But she did find Direct Auto's savings that allowed her to drive instead of compromise. With savings of up to 25%, you too can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a quote today at directauto.com. Savings based on applied discounts and will vary. Terms apply. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
A system for every home and every budget with Logan Services 55th anniversary sale. Replace your air conditioner and save up to 55% on a qualifying Trane furnace. And take action with financing. 0% APR financing for 72 months. It's hard to stop a Trane. Estimates are free and next day installation is available now. So schedule your appointment online. We're the home of fast, friendly service, Logan Services.
Did you and your family lose Ohio Medicaid and need health coverage? Check this out. You may be eligible to enroll in a low-cost health plan at healthcare.gov. With the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov offers quality plans that cover doctor visits, prescriptions, emergency care, and more. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hey, Ohio! The Ohio State Fair is happening now through Sunday, August 4th. Don't miss the food, rides, animals, entertainment, the butter cow, and so much more. Tickets on sale at ohiostatefair.com.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state. The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at onnradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network.
Don't let a cold, sinus infection, or allergies ruin your day. Breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier with Navage. Visit Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or a store near you.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hot and humid with a few thunderstorms to end off this Thursday evening. Temperatures running around 90 degrees. Overnight, mainly clear skies, light winds, warm and muggy by Friday morning in the low 70s. Mainly late day and evening thunderstorms possible again on Friday, otherwise mostly cloudy with temperatures in the upper 80s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Extra large, extra stupid. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Thursday. It's Name That Whole Thursday. Send us your stories of Holio at Man and Bone 971 on Twitter. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. You were talking about how your daughter will steal some of your coffee now.
Well, this is a thing that we've been going through the last few weeks where she's gotten Starbucks and she's branched out from the fruit-flavored drinks to the coffee-flavored drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've started making cold brew at home because apparently that's where we're at now in life. I'm making cold brew at home, and I'm enjoying it. But sometimes I'll come down and I'll see the cold brew's getting a little, it's going down by bit. And I'm not doing that. I know what I put in and what I take out. Then I noticed that my coffee creamer and all that stuff that I've got, the cold foam, I have all this stuff, that's all getting depleted very quickly. So I asked her, I said, have you been trying some coffee? She goes, yeah.
And she's 13 now?
Yeah. So she's just trying the coffee stuff a little bit. And I said, all right, well, not too much. But also, maybe instead of using my coffee creamer, why don't you just pour yourself a big glass of milk, dump in a little coffee, and then put a little of that stuff on the top. You want the flavoring of that. But what you really want is just like a big glass of milk, more or less. Because that's not, what she's drinking is essentially milk with some coffee in it.
I have the same problem with my 7.5-year-old and beer. And I'll just leave a beer out as I do.
It's the exact same thing.
Go to the bathroom. I come back, half the beer's gone.
Mm-hmm.
She's belching up a storm.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you take my beer?
No.
She's not scratching herself, too, is she?
Oh, she's got her hands in her pants. Absolutely. Like Al Bundy is all in there.
Well, I'll tell you, we were over with some friends the other night. My buddy Adam is a bourbon connoisseur, as am I. And our families are friendly. Our kids are friendly, so we're all hanging out. And we're having some bourbon. And the kids are like, what are you drinking? And I'm like, here, take a sniff. Not a drink. I didn't say drink. I said, take a sniff. Because I want them to be afraid of it. Because obviously, they don't need to be drinking this stuff. And the oldest took a sniff and she's like, that smells pretty good. I'm like, oh, this backfired on me. This is not what I thought.
Ever try it?
I thought the alcohol, no,
not yet. Try it.
Not yet.
I have mine try stuff.
Not at like bourbon?
Yeah.
Like 120 proof?
I say if you want, just put a little on your finger and then lick your finger.
Yeah? What happens when yours does it?
Oh, she won't touch it again.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's not like she's sucking it down.
Well, I didn't know if she's like, that's great. Well, no, I'm just saying I can see my kids being like, oh, that's awesome, Dad. Thanks. And then go to school and tell everybody. And then now I'm in jail. Dad's letting the kids drink.
Are you kidding, man? Now you're in Dublin. You're just buying wine coolers for the kids.
Oh, my God.
I'd rather them do it in my house than someplace else. These stupid idiots that want to be everybody's friend all the time. You're the parent, not the friend.
No, I could see if your kid is out of high school and they said, I'd like to sip some wine.
That's different. We're not talking about that.
Yeah, but if
we're talking about having parties and the parents supply the booze. It used to be you would say, hey, is a parent going to be at the house that you're at?
Yeah.
Yes. Then that's fine with me.
Right.
Now it's, can I know what parent is? Oh, the one who always does duck lips pictures with her kids on Instagram? Yeah, I'm not comfortable. Sorry.
Come to my 14th birthday party sponsored by Four Loko. No, they're not coming. They're not going to be there. Sorry, we're not doing that.
Stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Maybe 21's a little too much, but also.
There's a difference between being 18 years old and having a glass of wine with your pasta.
Yeah, that's a very different thing to me.
And having ragers and beer pong when you're 12.
Yeah, I know. I mean, isn't the appropriate response if you're a parent and you come home and find out your kid has thrown a party and gotten into the booze? Isn't the appropriate response to tell everyone to get the F out of there and then
start beating ass?
No, but your kid is then grounded or there's trouble. They're in trouble.
Next time, just tell me. I'll set it up for you.
Yeah, it's not to high five them and be like, yeah, where'd you get all this stuff? All right, next time, here's the credit card. Enjoy.
I mean, they're going to do it anyway.
Not if you beat their ass.
Well, they won't. I don't know about that. I'm just saying maybe you could tell them, I'm not going to give all the kids in the neighborhood White Claws and then let them figure it out. I'm saying maybe if anything, as they get old enough to be having a job and driving and they're out of high school, yeah, you have a little glass of wine with something. That's fine. Once in a while.
What did I tease? Oh, we got fun stuff tonight, Bone.
Oh yeah, we did not tease underage drinking, just for what it's worth.
That
was not our tease.
We're not about underage drinking.
We're not.
And we're not about the stupid parents that want to be everybody's friend. Hall of Fame game in Canton is tonight. Bears and Texans, 8 o'clock. We're going to have it here on the Fan. If you don't want to listen to it on the radio, it'll be on ESPN. But I hope you listen to it on the radio because Fish said he's going to kill himself if you don't listen.
Is that right?
If we don't get a good number for this, he's done.
All right. We'll keep an eye out just for Fish. I still want you to listen to us. But also, I might put some eyes on Fish tonight and see what's up.
Okay.
Make sure he's okay.
No one that you've ever heard of is going to play in this game. Maybe Tyson Bagent.
I've heard of him.
Bears. Well, you've heard of him because the Bears are so bad and stupid. I know. For about 2 seconds, this guy, he's doing stuff that Justin Fields doesn't do.
Yeah.
Bunch
of idiots.
You suck. He sucks. You'll see a bunch of players who suck tonight and probably won't make the team. It's glorified practice squads going at each other. But who the hell cares? We'll see NFL uniforms and helmets and graphics. Football is back, baby.
Yeah. I mean, this is the type of thing that gets my juices flowing for the first of all the first preseason games, right? It's exciting because there's football. And then by the second quarter, you're going to go, oh, yeah, it's this football. But it's the uniforms we expect. It's the laundry we've become accustomed to, as your friend Jerry Seinfeld likes to say. So I'm up for it tonight. I'm excited about it. I know none of it matters in the grand scheme of figuring out which team is going to be good.
Matter. It's just enjoyment. It's what makes you feel good tonight.
Yes. Now, will I get that excited about my team's first preseason game? Yeah, for like the first quarter. And then after a while, I'll be like, oh, yeah, that's right. We're not playing anybody. This is just this. We're getting going. And then by week 2, week 3 of the preseason, you're going to say, now I want real football. Now I'm ready. Let's go. This is too much of a tease. Thinking about getting into some of that stuff Uncle Bo gave us today.
You know what I was thinking about?
What's that?
What's the stuff Uncle Bo gave us? It's like 126 proof.
Yeah, today, Bo Bishop is here. We've enjoyed talking with him. We're hanging out with him. And he said, hey, you guys you like bourbon, right? We're both like, yes. And then he says, well, come over here. And then he brings us over to, he's got all the stuff from High Banks. They do all that stuff. And he Whiskey War, all their good, delicious bourbon. And then he gives us each a sample of it, of something that's like, I don't even know if we're supposed to talk about it. We got a sample of something.
What do you mean? It's not supposed to talk about it.
Baby.
Why not? It's a test batch.
Yeah, yours is 116 proof. Mine was 117. Yeah. There we go. Put some hair on your chest.
How you drinking it later?
I'm drinking it neat.
Me too. I'm going right at it.
I've been getting into some barrel proof stuff now, which is usually around 120, 123, 125.
I'm going at it.
Oh, dude, what he said, because yours has been aged in like cognac barrels or something. I forget which other liquor yours was aged in. It was a different liquor's barrel.
Was it cognac barrels or was it Cabernet barrels?
Oh, it was
wine barrels.
That's right. It was a Cabernet barrel. You're right. Mine, he said, is like a cigar kind of flavor to it.
I got to tell you, man, I'm going to be sitting on that couch tonight. I'm going to look over at the other one on the other end of the couch as Simone Biles is doing things, and she'll be going, oh, my God. Oh, it's so wonderful. And I'm going to be tipping that barrel proof down my gullet.
You're going to finish that whole bottle, aren't you?
My God. Just a deal.
That bottle he gave us, it's like a tester bottle. It's the perfect size for if you were like someone who traveled the roads by,
well, you don't
like a vagabond, and you just had it in your back pocket, and you're like, gone my way. And then you tip it back a little bit, and you put it back in your pocket, and you just keep walking.
Right. You're not driving on the roads.
No, walking.
Yes, okay.
Walking on the road. I didn't say it right. I'm sorry.
On the roads.
I didn't want to say homeless, and then I didn't want to say hobo, and then I was trying to find other ways to talk.
Word always works for that?
What's that?
Bum. You're a dirty bum.
Not necessarily.
This is what you have.
You could be someone who's just traveling our scenic byways via the ride of others. Other people giving you a lift.
Ryan Day says things about the start of fall camp. If he doesn't beat Michigan this year, he will be a bum. You'll hear from the coach coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Watch out for an accident that's blocking the right lane on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt after 315. And you'll hit a slowdown if you need to travel southbound 71 on the north side between 17th Avenue and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Pirani's Hockey World. Got some old hockey gear you've been looking to get rid of? Sideline Swap will be on hand the last 3 days of the Pirani's Hockey World annual summer sale event in Westerville, August 1st to the 11th, to purchase your lightly used sports gear. Don't miss it. I'm Nicole for 97.1. The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is brought to you by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. We're talking tickets, sideline passes, a trip for two to Oregon, and more. Register today and every day at roosterswings.com.
This
is the White Castle Call of the Crave, and it's telling you to come in now for 10 cheese sliders for just $7.99. 10 cheese sliders for just $7.99. Boom! White Castle. Follow your crave. Limited time only, tax not included.
Hi, it's me, Little Bob from Bob's Discount Furniture. I know, you don't know me yet, but I'm here to let you know that I'm opening up 2 brand new showrooms in the Columbus area, located in Reynoldsburg and Polaris, bringing even more of my everyday low prices to the people of Ohio. And if you can't wait, MyBobs.com is the quickest and easiest way to get unbeatable furniture prices delivered straight to your home today. That's my 2 brand new Bob's Discount Furniture stores coming to Reynoldsburg and Polaris this summer.
Get Bob's Discount! Toyota began a revolution over 20 years ago with this iconic name, the Prius. A revolution that proved there's more than one way to reduce your carbon footprint. Toyota believes the power of choice should be yours because it's not just battery EVs, fuel cells, and plug-ins. Toyota has more hybrid EVs than anyone else, including the best-selling Camry, RAV4, and the all-new Tacoma. Toyota is electrified, diversified, and the choice is yours. Toyota, let's go places.
Delaware County Veterans Services invites you to visit the Wall That Heals from September 12th through the 15th at Havner Park in Liberty Township. Pay homage to those that have served in the Vietnam War. The Wall That Heals is free and open to the public. To learn more, please visit thewallthathealsohio.com.
Common Man here for Care Heating and Cooling. Weather is unpredictable, but the inside of your home should be comfortable just the way you like it. And the best way to avoid those unnecessary surprises is with a care plan. See, with a care plan, you get priority service, system maintenance in case of an emergency. Just another way to give you and your family peace of mind. And maintaining your systems properly can help save you money. A properly maintained furnace and air conditioner run more efficiently, reducing your utility usage. Regular maintenance also prevents breakdowns and extends the life of your equipment. I'm on the care plan, and I'm quite the expert. I'll stop by and give your system a once-over. I will. Don't tempt me. I end every commercial the same way, telling you to hire Care when you need a company you can trust. It's not just a slogan. That's the Care creed. How about this? Lennox. They have thousands of dealers nationwide. HVAC royalty. Last year, Lennox gave Care their coveted Partner of the Year award because they're trusted by their customers and their partners. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com when you need a company you can trust.
Bobby Carpenter once sold workout equipment on QVC Canada. There's no joke here. That actually happened. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekdays starting at 6.
The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
This season on Nada Yada Island.
You were charging your phone? I waited hours for you.
That's how long it takes.
Join Metro and get a free Motorola Edge that'll charge for the day in 15 minutes. At Metro, there's no activation fees. Only at Metro by T-Mobile.
Bring your number ID and sign up for Metro Flex Plus plan. Offer not available if at T-Mobile or have been with Metro in the past 180 days. Requires 68-watt charger sold separately. Actual performance will vary.
Hey, it's Anthony for the Good Feet store. 3 words for me, pain-free summer. Spent probably 30 hours walking around the Memorial Tournament and felt awesome with my personal arch supports from the Good Feet store in my everyday kicks. Sure, every now and then we all get random foot pain from pickleball or golf or just being a human being. Having my personally fit arch supports in my shoes has made a massive difference. And even right after I put them in, didn't take long to feel much more supported and aligned, and it's so easy to just move them into any pair. Before I had them, I dreaded being on my feet for any length of time. Well, you have nothing to lose but the pain, as they say. It's a free fitting and test walk. Try them for yourself. See the difference it can make. It did for me. And best of all, you can wear them home. 2 locations on Polaris Parkway and Stringtown Road, or schedule an appointment at goodfeet.com. The Good Feet store, America's arch supports experts.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Dumb, very dumb. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Thursday. Bone's going to sell you something.
I'm going to tell you about my friends at Able Roof. They get the job done in one day. That's pretty great, right? You need to get a roof. You get a roof done. You don't want to sit there 3 or 4 days waiting on your roof to be finished. It's all one day. They come out. That's good for a lifetime after one day of work. Abel's been voted the #1 roofing company in Columbus by Consumer Choice Awards 22 years in a row. Plus, they've got no interest, no payments till 2026. $1,000 savings on a new roof siding and windows. Call Abel Roof today, 614-444-ROOF. That's 614-444-ROOF.
You know, I was watching we had the gymnastics today. Spoiler alert.
Marie Antoinette.
Spoiler alert. Simone Biles won the gold. Suni Lee took home the bronze. But they have a promo for Watch It Tonight.
Yeah.
On NBC. And they have Suni and Simone standing next to each other. And I'm looking at Suni Lee, and she's so much taller than Simone Biles in this promo. They're standing next to each other. And I said, man, how tall is Suni Lee? Because that's not common for a gymnast to be tall.
Right.
You got to be tiny. So I look it up. Suni Lee is 5 feet tall. And she's that much taller than Simone Biles, who is 4'7".
Yeah, she's tiny. Now, I did look up, because we were talking about their ages, too. You were bringing up Katie Ledecky earlier and Simone Biles. They are both 27 years old.
Right.
I didn't realize they were both the same age, but let them live. Getting their respective jobs done at this Olympics.
Opening day of fall camp for Buckeye football today was a big happening. People could pay money and attend, bid on game-worn items, and, of course, all of that money goes to charity or lining the coffers of the players to keep them around. Who am I to judge? I don't care.
Sure.
Here is Ryan Day today talking about the urgency this season.
Every year there's urgency. I mean, you don't think it's important, try losing a game at Ohio State. I say it all the time. So it's no different that way, but certainly there's a lot of guys on the team that want to, be able to finish the season with some hardware, and that matters.
It is different. It's very different. You know it's different. You know that if you don't win the games you're supposed to win this year, which is pretty much all of them, you will not be employed next year. I mean, that's just the reality. It's different.
Well, this is the stakes on this season beyond the normal. You can't go 0 for 4 against. I don't think you can against Team Up North.
Stop.
The only way you possibly could is if after the 0 for 4 you somehow salvage enough of it to get back in. You go to the playoffs and you win the national championship. I guess we'd have to have that conversation if that happens, but I wouldn't think that's likely if you lose to this Michigan team.
Ryan Day has been paying attention to the wrong team.
I think the thing for us that we've talked to our team about and we'll continue to is that every year you have to rebuild, and we're calling them bricks. There's bricks in the foundation, and you won't know how strong that foundation is until the storms come and the big games come down the road. And it's going to be a long season this year, so we're trying to maximize every single day, every meeting, every walkthrough, every practice, because I feel like the right people in the right seats. And that's probably the number one thing overall. If you ask me, what have you learned the most? It's making sure you have the right people in the right seats. That started with the players. Then certainly the players coming back. Then it came to adding a few guys in the transfer portal, the recruiting, the coaches, the staff, and then putting all that together to some hard work this offseason, which I think the foundation up until this point has been excellent from, when it started at the end of the season till now. But preseason is going to be a critical part of this, and it's got to be physical. Guys got to have an edge to them, but this is what everything else is built on.
All right. I understand, and I agree with 99% of what I heard. Here's an example. I went on a date with this girl many years ago who had the most annoying laugh in the history of the world. It was the most annoying thing ever. Think Janice from Friends times 10.
What if we didn't watch Friends?
Just like
gotcha.
That type of laugh. And as a person that is very insecure and likes to make people laugh, I could not be with someone like this.
Yeah, you have to have a good laugh around you.
Every time I would hear that laugh, like a little shiver would run down my spine.
Mm-hmm.
Just recently, I was in a grocery store, and it wasn't her, but someone was like her laugh twin. And I heard it. Like, and it was like I was back in Nam. I was having a war flashback, right? We're just like, oh, she's here. Oh, no, it's not. When I hear Ryan Day say brick by brick, all I think about is the loser Columbus Blue Jackets and the fact that we've had to hear that for 10 years. What's next? Out of our scarlet we rise? Do not quote crappy Jackets.
We got to carry the flag this year. We're carrying the flag.
You don't have to see it live.
March with us.
No march with us. No out of our scarlet we ride. None of that. No brick by brick. None of it.
No.
Don't quote the Blue Jackets. I know he's probably not even thinking about that. It's not on his radar because why would it be? But please, no more brick by brick.
That's exactly right. God. Yeah, it's a fine thing to say. All of this is stuff you need to say. I don't know what kind of message gets through to players at this point because, one, not half, but a good number of the guys you're going to count on this year weren't here for some of this. Likely your starting quarterback wasn't here last year. One of your two starting running backs wasn't here last year. One of your best safeties is hopefully one of the best safeties in the country, and Caleb Downs, he wasn't here for this last year. So you got a lot of guys who have transferred in who are going to be a part of this, and you're trying to instill a culture, but you're also trying to get them to not probably absorb what happened, the bad vibes from the last 3 years too. So call it what you want. Build a foundation brick by brick, I guess, if you got to use that. The point is, whatever it is, I hope that it's actually effective because you need guys to make plays in big moments, and Ryan Day needs to put him in the right spot to do that.
Ryan Day is not named Will Howard the starting quarterback yet for some reason. Here is him talking about the timetable to name a starting quarterback.
I mean, it has to happen. You can't force it, but yeah, ideally, we'd like to, have someone as a starter and then go into the season and get going with that. So, how that shakes out, I'm hoping that, it happens in the first week to 10 days, but, it's the same thing that happened last year. Like I'd like for it to happen. It didn't. Even after the first couple of games, I didn't feel like it happened. And then it obviously got to the point, after we won the big game that was appropriate. But we'll see how it shakes out. And I think all the guys are doing a good job. I think we're going to need them all, like I said. But you'd like to have that done in the first couple of weeks.
Are either of those quarterbacks from last year still around this year? Because
one of them is.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That might be a sign that maybe he ain't the guy this year.
Gomer Pyle is gone.
He wasn't the guy last year. Couldn't figure it out last year.
No, but that was just because he was hurt.
You brought in a guy who's been starting now. I don't know, man. It seems like this is obvious, but maybe we're wrong. Maybe Mr. Burn the Ships is going to get the job. I don't believe that.
Come on.
Well, I don't know why we go through this. Did it work out, by the way, last year? Would we say that was a success, how it went last year? I mean, Gomer Pyle had one series last year against Notre Dame when they had 10 guys on the field, and now that's what solidified it for him.
First of all, it makes me so happy that name is caught on with you.
Well, I just figure that's way more fun than saying Kyle McCord. We said that
for the rest of time will be known as Gomer Pyle. So when you see him in that Syracuse orange, you'll think of two things. You'll be saying, hey, is that Gomer Pyle? And why is Common Man having sex with the orange mascot? That's a throwback from yesterday if you missed yesterday's show.
Can I just tell you, if you need to test who the starting quarterback is, do this. Have your starting quarterback gather all the starting wide receivers around him and give them a pregame speech. And then videotape it. And if their faces, when you look back, if all the wide receivers' faces look like they did when Kyle McCord would do his little dance routine every time, that's not your starter. It's the other guy. Don't even look at the other guy. Don't even see what he does. Just try that out first, because that should let you know real quick whether or not you got a Gomer Pyle or not on your hands.
T-Bone's going to lose you some money. It's Degenerate T-Bone coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're looking at a 10-minute slowdown on northbound 71 on the north side between East Broad Street and 11th Avenue. And we've got a 5-minute delay on eastbound 270 between 315 and 71 on the North Outer Belt. This report is sponsored by Ohio Laborers and Ohio Lesset. The Ohio Laborers, they're more than just hard hats and tools. They're the backbone of Ohio's infrastructure, constructing vital projects that shape your communities. From iconic bridges spanning rivers to underground tunnels, they build connections that stand the test of time. Build Ohio right. Build it Union. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking for reliable roofing services in Central Ohio? Go with Nitro Roofing. We'll get the job done right the first time. Reach out today for a free estimate at nitroroofing.com.
It's shaping up to be one of the hottest summers on record, Columbus, which means your AC unit is being put to the test. With thousands of perfect Google reviews, your cooling experts at Sears Heating and Cooling will ensure your comfort just as we have the last 74 summers. Whether your AC unit is in need of maintenance, repair, or replacement, your Sears cooling team will get the job done right the first time at the best possible price. That's right, from Bexley to Sunbury, enjoy the local pricing advantage of doing business with your neighbors at Sears. SearsHeatingCooling.com.
We go to war for you. Child sex abuse is a crime that must not go unpunished. At Sugar Schnurr Trial Attorneys, we know the law and we'll fight for your rights. I'm Robert Sugar, and we're here to help you fight for justice. Call us at 877-WARFORYOU.com or visit warforyou.com for a free consultation. That's 877-WAR-FOR-YOU. 877-WAR-FOR-YOU or visit warforyou.com. War for you. warforyou.com.
Is arthritic joint pain keeping you from doing the things that you love? Bone-on-bone pain in your knee? Arthritic pain like I was having in my knee? Maybe your hip, your back, your shoulder? Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Listen, there are exciting new cellular therapies that you can get lasting relief from. QC Kinetics is helping patients like you every day here in Columbus, led by Dr. Ray Tesner. I'm talking about cutting-edge treatments that accelerate your own body's healing properties, revitalizing your joints so you can move again. Listen, my dad was having knee pain. I was having knee pain. So we went over to QC Kinetics, and they were able to help us out. And 2 years out, I'm still feeling good. My dad can still move around. So learn how QC Kinetics can treat pain and enhance your joints and restore your mobility and give you long-term lasting relief with no downtime. So check them out. Go to 380-208-4544 or head to one of their offices in Dublin, Gehanna, or now the new one that's most recently opened in Grove City.
Join us for gambling things, fantasy sports, gambling things, and most importantly, gambling things. Hollywood Casinos on the Money, Sunday morning at 9.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone here. Visit Hollywood Casino Columbus this summer for exciting live sports action. We got the biggest screens around, and ESPN Bet is live in Ohio.
Plus, Penn Play Rewards members can win up to $500 Penn Cash every week. Visit PennPlaySports.com/cover5 today and register for your chance to play and win.
Not a member? Get the Penn Play app today.
Hollywood Casino Columbus is your live sports headquarters.
Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Ignite your Irish spirit at the Dublin Irish Festival, August 2nd through 4th. Prepare to be blown away as you explore one of the top Irish festivals in the US, drawing over 100,000 guests to Dublin, Ohio each year. Enjoy 7 music stages, 60 acts and more than 800 performers, epic Irish entertainment, great food and more. Get your tickets at dublinirishfestival.org.
Okay, so that's the final price. Oh, an extra fee to drive here, is that it? A knock on the door fee, so is that the final price? A 15% Wednesday surcharge, what for? Oh, because it's Wednesday. Of course. Can I get back to you on this?
Apex Pros, the pros who knows.
This quote you gave me, are there any other charges I don't know about?
Other charges?
Like an it's too sunny fee or my dog wet the carpet tax.
No, Apex always gives you upfront pricing.
No surprise fees?
Never.
No charge if your stomach hurts or you lost your library card?
Upfront pricing every time at Apex Pros, whether it's plumbing, heating, and AC, or our new electrical services.
I'll call you right back. Hello, other company? Hi, me again.
It's Alex, the friendly Apex Bear. You'll never get a surprise charge with the Apex Pros upfront price guarantee. Schedule an appointment now at apexpros.com.
Want to know anything about the Fan's contests, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Back when I was banging, this show slapped. Whatever the hell that means. You're listening to Common Man and T-Bone.
Hey. Did I do podcast?
No, but you know what? Let's go ahead and do that.
Subscribe to the podcast of this stupid show. It's available wherever you get your audio. Just search Common Man and T-Bone. Click subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. Podcast is brought to you by our friends Care Heating and Cooling.
We have to do Degenerate T-Bone, but after that, I think we have to ask Timmy about a wild inconsistency that we just both found out about.
Well, I found out about it on Friday, but I just told you about it.
You just told me about it.
Yeah.
We'll do that. I'll make it quick, and then we can get to this, because it's a problem. It's a big problem to me.
Right now? What happened?
Well, I'll tell you after we do
it's something
Degenerate
about
T-Bone.
you.
Oh, I thought you said that you were doing this first. You're doing Degenerate T-Bone first.
And then that, and then we'll get to you.
Why don't we spend more time on this, though? Then we can never get to it.
Well, it was very hard to understand.
With all the talking.
Common Man and T-Bones. Degenerate T-Bone.
Degenerate T-Bone.
T-Bone's picks for the weekend.
Sponsored by Ohio Health. Choose between virtual or in-person appointments at 200-plus care sites, providing the finest care anywhere. OhioHealth.com/finest care.
Well, man, I've been watching some Olympic basketball. The men's team, they are playing Puerto Rico this weekend, and that is going to be a blowout. It's like a 30-point spread. I'm not looking at that. What I am looking at is the over-under in that game. USA has not been hitting the over in their games. Puerto Rico has also been struggling to put points on the board. The over-under for this game is 188, and I would take the under on this one. That's minus 114. It is the favorite for that game. I also have a couple over-unders on points. These seem low, but you have to remember you have a ton of stars, and you have a bunch of dudes who probably aren't going to play a bunch of minutes because this should be a blowout. LeBron's over-under is only 13.5. You might look at taking the under on that, honestly, although LeBron clearly is capable of putting up more than that. I don't think he plays much in this game because they got to save his legs. Steph Curry, over-under 11.5. That's 5 minutes for him. You know, he could go out there and burn that up, no problem. I may take the over for Steph just to get him going and say that he gets over the 11.5. LeBron, I might say, goes under. And in fact, I will say goes under in that one just because he doesn't play much, if at all. Tomorrow, a huge game for men's soccer for the USA Olympic team. First time getting to the quarterfinals since I want to say like 2000, something like that. It's been forever. And now they get to play Morocco. Very good team. They have pulled a lot of upsets with their senior team. They are the favorites, Morocco is plus 120. This game is tomorrow at 9 a.m. in case you want to watch it. The USA Olympic team, the men's team, is plus 210. Tie after 90 minutes is plus 240. I'm going to say you might just bet with your heart there if you want to see the U.S. go through, hedge with the heart and go out and bet on Morocco to win this just in case they do. Also on the women's side, a little bit of an interesting story. The U.S. Olympic team, they're rolling. They're looking good. They're favorites over Japan. They play Saturday at 9 a.m. Minus 150 is for the U.S. to get it done in regulation in 90 minutes. Japan is plus 360. Don't think that's likely. A team to keep an eye on is Canada. They're playing Germany Saturday at 1 p.m. That is a good matchup. Germany, very tough.
Canada certainly keeps an eye on you.
Oh, well, here's the thing.
With the drone spying and everything?
Yes,
that was a joke.
So, did you see the penalty they got?
No.
They were deducted 6 points. They only play these group stages, only had 3 games. So you have to amass enough points to advance.
And they sent all the coaches home, right?
They sent all the coaches home, fired the coach, took a 6-point deduction away. They went out and won all 3 games, regardless. So now they are through to the next round where they play Germany, and it doesn't matter about points or anything else. It's how good you are. This Canada team won the Olympics last time, if I'm not mistaken. They're excellent. They are the dogs in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if Canada pulls the upset. Plus 210. Keep an eye on that one for sure. And finally, a little women's beach volleyball advice from me to you. These girls were just playing Kristen Nuss and Taryn Cloth for the USA. They are not the favorites to win the tournament outright. That goes to a couple of Brazilian players. And also the other USA team, Sarah Hughes and Kelly Chang, they are the next favorites in this bout. But Kristen Nuss, Taryn Cloth, plus 300. Keep an eye on them. They're pretty good. And Kristen Nuss, 5'6". That's not tall for volleyball. I don't know if you're aware.
That's tiny.
She's tiny. But she's out there making plays. She's good. So we're in good hands with them.
All right, so Timmy, here's the inconsistency that bothers us.
What happened?
So you went to the Restoration Hardware restaurant on Friday.
Yeah.
For your wife's 40th birthday. You were brunching.
Mm-hmm.
You got the prime rib sandwich, which I told you to get.
Yes.
And you got the fries, which I told you to get. You said both were excellent.
Oh, I know where this is going.
You are a long-time mayonnaise hater. They serve the fries with a little thing of ketchup and a little thing of garlic aioli.
Garlic aioli.
Which is mayonnaise.
Based.
No.
No.
It's mayonnaise with a little bit of garlic flavor. And you said you were sticking your tongue in that thing and, oh, it's so good. I got to eat it. I don't understand this. You're averse to all things mayonnaise. It's not even like it's hiding in a sandwich. It was front and center. You're just dipping fries
right
into
in
it.
a cup, right there in a cup.
It wasn't even hiding. It wasn't disguised. And you said, oh, I couldn't get enough. Well, what is the matter with you?
Okay, so I wasn't like taking the fries and going bleh, and like sticking it deep into the aioli.
You said you preferred it
globs and globs
to the ketchup.
I did. I thought it tasted better with that fry. It's one of those, you also know this about me, and this is not inconsistent. I try my hardest to be a little bit of the when in Rome guy. If you're going to give me something with your dish, I will do my best to try it, or at least, like you say, with Panama Ted, do the no thank you bite. Like, I'm not going to order a Big Mac and then scrape off the special sauce. I hope it's not flooded with it, but I'll eat it. And if there's a delicious aioli there, anybody can dip their fries in ketchup, right? I'm getting a $20 thing of French fries. I'm going to try it with the garlic aioli.
Timmy,
What's wrong with that?
Did you like it?
I did.
Well, that's the thing. I think, Timmy, I hate to break it to you. I think you like mayonnaise.
You like mayonnaise. That's what
that's what this is about.
I pulled up the recipe for a garlic aioli. Here you go.
It's with you.
3/4 of a cup of mayo, 3 cloves of garlic, 2.5 tablespoons of lemon juice.
That's a lot. Tablespoons, that's a big boy. That's not a teaspoon.
Okay.
That helps with the flavor.
And then the only other things in it are salt and pepper.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, you basically like mayo with a little lemon juice. That's what you had.
Timmy, I think this opens up a whole new world for you. I think you go to Jimmy John's now and say, give me the works. I want you to flood this sandwich with mayonnaise.
Do you not agree that there's a big difference between that garlic aioli that they're giving you there
mayonnaise.
And just straight up mayonnaise out of a bottle?
No.
Squirt
Are you
on.
thinking of mayo or are you thinking of Miracle Whip? Because I get there's a little
Either
difference
one.
there.
I mean, but more mayo, I'm thinking of.
Oh, some Duke's mayo?
I love dipping with
get right in there.
They dump that Duke's mayo on a big fat coach.
I'm in agreement with you.
On a big fat coach?
Yeah, they do that at the bowl game. They douse them with mayo.
Why does he have to be fat?
He's fat.
The
He's got to be
coaches
fat.
are all fat.
Okay, thanks, Timmy.
Scary stuff at Browns practice today. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You should know that there's an accident on the right shoulder of southbound 71 between Polaris Parkway and 270 on the North Outer Belt. And watch out for an accident that's on westbound 670's off-ramp to 315. This report is sponsored by Donato's Pizza. Every piece is important. When it comes to your favorite toppings, Donato's doesn't take them lightly. Actually, quite the opposite. They pile them on from edge to edge. Now for a limited time, get 25% off when you order online and pick it up. Use promo code TAKE25. Donato's. Every piece is important. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
The Columbus Men's Clinic opened in 2014 for guys who get it done. Let's talk, fellas. You solve problems all day at work. You fix your sink when it's broken. But when it comes to ED and low T, it doesn't get done. We get it. You hate going to the doctor, but you're the guy that fixes things. At the Columbus Men's Clinic, there's nothing to fear and no reason to delay. We've been destroying bedroom boredom for a decade. So if you haven't fixed this, call us. When the pills fail, call us. If you feel like you've tried everything, call us. Here, there's hope. From the conventional to the next level. You'll be seen by our friendly, discreet physician who will take the time to listen. Imagine finally taking care of this with no surgery. Imagine going from feeling gray to living life in vibrant color. It's time to be confident. Join the thousands of guys who have found success after walking through our doors. Will you be one of them? Dial 614-300-7400 or go to ColumbusMen'sClinic.com to schedule a $99 male performance consultation, including blood work. Do it for you. Do it for her. ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Book your appointment now.
Who are the people that serve part-time in the Ohio Army National Guard? We are your neighbors and friends. We are your sons and daughters. Our service is providing us valuable job skills, and it pays up to 100% of our tuition. We're proud to serve our state. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service with the Ohio Army National Guard at nationalguard.com/OH. Sponsored by the Ohio Army National Guard. Aired by the Ohio Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go.
The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu.
Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
Raid wants to know, what would you do if you could confidently face every day knowing you and your loved ones are protected? Would you sing along to your favorite song at the top of your lungs? Turn off the GPS and let your heart do the guiding? Go to the drive-thru and order one of everything? Feel the buzz of confidence of knowing you are protected with 65 years of insect science in your hands. Raid. Protection for everyone.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keel. So Ohio State with their first football practice today. Head coach Ryan Day knows eventually he'll have to make a decision on the starting quarterback.
I mean, it has to happen. You can't force it, but yeah, ideally, we'd like to, have someone as a starter and then go into the season and get going with that. How that shakes out, I'm hoping that, it happens in the first week to 10 days.
NFL preseason starts tonight. Chicago Bears and Houston Texans in a Hall of Fame game in Canton. You can listen to that game here on The Fan. Cleveland Guardians look to extend a 3-game winning streak when they host Baltimore. Cincinnati Reds with the day off. Clippers host Syracuse from the Olympics. It was the U.S. women's basketball team beating Belgium 87-74. Simone Biles took gold in the women's all-around gymnastics. This update brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Take the strokes off your game by taking the pounds off your frame. The course record might only be 40 strokes away. Awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan.
Best known for their contributions to the fast food breakfast world. This is Man and Bone.
I'll tell you what, Paul Keels is like the Baltimore Colts. He just moved his desk in the middle of the night and said nothing.
You know what? It's all right.
Paul got a brand new office upstairs, and I respect him for it.
Oh, he deserves it.
He wanted to get away from us chatty Cathys down here and actually do real broadcasting work. I get it. But we went and did the show yesterday. He was still sitting at his desk.
Right.
With all his stuff there. We leave at 6 o'clock. It's all gone. He's gone.
Mm-hmm. Just like
middle of the night, the Mayflower trucks were there.
Time
to
focus. That's right. Well, no, it is. Here. You know what? I don't begrudge him at all. I think we used to have an office, and I liked it. Because, we could occasionally do when we needed to. Shut our doors.
Drop trowel.
Well, that too. We shut our door and then drop trowel. I'm just saying, being able to shut your door around here is a good thing. And
I hated the office.
Why?
Because then I would have idiots just come stand in my office door and not know when to leave.
That's not good.
And
You're
talk
right.
to me for an hour and a half. That's why. And at least I'm at my little cubicle now. I can just get up and pretend like I'm going to the bathroom.
Well, what you do at the cubicle, this is classic Mike, is someone will come up and be talking clearly to you. And I will be there and I'll turn around and be nice, but they're talking to you. And you will just be staring at them. They will be talking, and then I'll say something. And as soon as I say something,
well, you've entered the
Mike
chat,
will
my
be
friend.
Right
then
back around.
Then I turn my chair around and turn my back.
And then I'm left finishing up whatever conversation was being had.
You don't have to enter.
I don't try to.
You enter on your own volition.
Because it's rude.
It's not rude. You were doing work down here.
It's rude.
We're trying to prepare for this wonderful radio show that Marconi is ignoring.
If someone comes to talk, and I know you don't want to talk to them, and then I turn around to be involved in the conversation just to see what's going on, I'm trying to be polite.
Can I tell you what it really is? First of all, yes, I don't want to talk to him.
Exactly.
But it's more than that.
Mm-hmm.
When I have thoughts in my head, I forget everything. If I don't get it down,
Yeah.
I'm going to forget.
I know.
I'm going to forget what I was thinking about, what I wanted to talk about. So then I turn my chair around. I have to jot it down. And then I'm just there. It's too much effort to turn the chair back.
Yeah, right. You don't want to talk, so that's fine. I'm just saying the idea that you couldn't have done that in an office where you could have walked up and said, hey, sorry, I got to make a phone call real quick. And hey, sorry. And you shut the door.
No, it's different
and you
when
go in there
they're in the doorway.
Yeah, because you say, hey, I got to make a call real quick. I got a meeting. I got to hop on a meeting here real quick. I got to zoom it up.
A meeting with who?
None of your business.
I'm in all your meetings.
Why are you asking me about that? It's none of your business who I meet with.
It is my business.
I have lots of meetings every day with people you don't even know.
Scary stuff at Brown's camp today. Deontay Foreman left practice in an ambulance after he sustained a direct blow to the head that resulted in neck pain. X-rays and CT scans were negative. He's expected to be released from a Roanoke hospital. Why Roanoke?
Well, it says Carilion Roanoke Memorial Hospital. So I don't know if it says Virginia. They're in West Virginia in White Sulphur Springs at the Greenbrier. I don't know how far that is from that part of Virginia. Maybe it's close by. I don't know.
They had to get to the chopper.
Well, they did.
Get to the chopper.
They put him in the chopper. But they said now he's going to come back. So
okay,
everything's all right. It checked out.
They didn't have any emergency rooms in White Sulphur Springs. I've been to White Sulphur Springs.
Oh, you have? I've never been. I don't know.
Yes, I've been to the Greenbrier.
Okay.
It's a big resort complex there.
Yeah, I know.
You know what they used it as?
No.
A bunker.
For what?
For the United States government. During the Cold War.
Oh, right.
They built under the Greenbrier. Nobody knew about it. They built under the Greenbrier like dormitories and a place for Congress to meet, all of that.
Okay.
And obviously it's been decommissioned now and you could take tours of it, which I did.
I want to say that they did a similar thing for JFK in Palm Beach, right, in Florida, where, they have the Intercoastal Waterway there. There are islands in the Intercoastal Waterway, and one of them, it was built from like the stuff they dredged out of the Intercoastal to build that.
Mm-hmm.
And one of these man-made islands, they turned into a bunker for JFK because it was the Cold War, and he would go down to West Palm Beach or Palm Beach, wherever the Kennedy compound was down there, while he was president. And that was his command center he had, was a little island in the Intercoastal Waterway. How many more of those do we have? Where we have just, this was a thing. Now it's been a presidential bunker, and it's super secure, or was at one point.
Now it's been decommissioned.
Yeah.
And now it's a Pizza Hut.
They paved presidential hut and turned it into a Pizza Hut.
Somebody sent me a message. I've not been able to confirm this, that there's a couple Pizza Huts that are back to doing the buffet.
Oh, yeah.
If that is the case, Baker, are you aware of this?
So I've seen that they've brought back some retro Pizza Huts.
No, I've seen that, but I didn't know they were doing the buffets.
And those
there.
ones, they're doing the buffets, I guess. Only Tuesdays and Fridays or something.
What are we doing?
I am on. I looked up real quick Pizza Hut buffet.
Yeah.
First thing that pops up is Reddit Columbus, and someone said, "Hey all, anyone know if there's a Pizza Hut buffet anywhere within 30 minutes of Columbus? Thanks." First person responds says the Mount Gilead location brought back their buffet this year after removing it during COVID. It's a bit more than 30 minutes away, more like 35, 45, depending on what part of Columbus you're in. But Mount Gilead apparently has one. I'm not seeing any other ones listed here, but
speaking of pizza buffets,
we got to make that happen.
Did they close all the CC's? Are they gone?
Dude, I don't know what happened to CC's. I used to love going there.
I did too. I mean, look, they're not going to win any awards, but who the hell cares? They gave you variety. You could eat all you want.
I think there are some around the country, but just they closed them all here.
What the hell? What
Maybe
are we doing?
Should we bring them back?
What are we going to do?
Franchise them.
Yeah, all right.
Let's go.
We'd cut into our profits by just sitting there eating all day.
Well, I think did CC's, I don't think they did beer and stuff, did they?
No, I don't think so.
That's what you're missing. Tell me it's adult CC's and I'm in. Where you can get a little booze, a little wine, a little beer.
Adult CC's.
Well, you know what I mean? They had a little arcade thing there for the kids. Instead, be like, you can still have that, but also let's serve some alcohol.
You know what we call it?
What's that?
Peepees.
No.
Pizza and poon.
What?
It's adult.
I didn't say there would be poon. I said there would be alcohol.
Let me tell you something. If there's all you can eat pizza and alcohol, there's going to be poon.
closest CC's Pizza, it appears, according to Google Maps, is in Fairfield, Ohio, a northern suburb of Cincinnati. So
I'm not going to drive for it.
No, I'm not either.
I also miss the Quiznos. We've talked about Quiznos, and even though I had diarrhea every single time I ate there, it was a pleasure. I like that clean out.
What was the sub of choice for you from Quiznos? Because I barely ever went.
Steak, melt, mayonnaise-y Southwest sauce. I forget what it was called.
Yeah.
But it was delicious.
I'm trying to think of the other fast food or otherwise food places that I miss, because Quiznos I didn't have enough of.
I miss Max and Irma's. I know there's a Max and Irma's in Lancaster. Please do not at me. But
I miss that a lot.
I'm just saying,
I'm with you.
There used to be several really close to me, and now they're all gone. I have to drive to Bobby Carpenter's house to go get it.
The tortilla soup, the chocolate chip cookies coming to you on the tray. My God, just those two things alone.
What was that place at Polaris? I think it's since closed. Was it Mackenzie River?
Oh, did that place close? Like, it was like River Company or Trading Company or something? I know what you're talking about.
It's something Mackenzie
That
River.
place was good. Right there across from Buffalo Wild Wings, or B-Dub. Or what am I saying? Quaker Steak. It was on the other side of that. Yeah.
From what I was told, the people who own Max and Irma's also own that. And the tortilla soup was exactly the same.
Was it really?
But now they're closed, and that doesn't matter.
Why do the good restaurants... What happened? I didn't go enough, apparently. Dude, that place, we found that once. Had never been, sat down and had one of the best meals we've ever had.
And then you never went back, bastard.
No,
See, you're part of the problem.
We went back. I don't live by Polaris, but every time we were going over there for dinner, that's where we went. We probably had it 3 or 4 times in a year. I mean, for us, that's doing something. We don't go that way very often.
There's still one of those open in Pickerington, I believe, out on 256.
The Mackenzie River?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They just closed the Polaris one, but I think that one is still
open. Again, if I'm going all the way to Picktown, I may as well just go to Lancaster and go to...
Oh, you know what? That is a Mackenzie. It's exactly the same. You're right. Well, I have to go check that out. It's not a good... Now this is the thing. Living in Marysville, Pickerington, I grew up near Pickerington, and now that's like an hour away from me. I've lost touch. I don't know anything about Pickerington anymore.
It's far away.
I'm so far removed from the southeast side, which is where I was born and raised. I grew up on Bryce Road, Gender Road. That was me. That was the spot. I knew it was Tussing before you did. Yeah. I still called it Tussing, but I knew. I got into a car accident at Gender Road and right behind World Harvest Church. I got into a car accident there. I've lived in that place. I bled in that place. That's where I'm from, baby. And I don't even know it anymore. I'm like the prodigal son when I go back there now. I walk in, everything's different.
I lived in New Albany for 10 years. I was in New Albany this week. And I'm driving around, and I'm that guy now. It's like, I remember when none of this was here.
I know.
It was an open field.
So bad.
And now there's a pen zone.
What's the, is it Diley Road out there? Where it used to be like, that was a road that you had to wait for 33. And now Diley Road is like, just a giant overpass, and it looks like you're in... I mean, like, the whole thing's built up. I don't even know where I'm at out there anymore. I'm all discombobulated.
I know. Hey, speaking of food...
Yeah?
Joe Tardy was very upset because they subbed out his double cheeseburgers with McDoubles and didn't tell him.
Okay.
And I would be upset, too. I had the worst substitution of all time many years ago at McDonald's. I'm a Big Mac guy. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
As disappointed as I would be if I pulled up to the little window and said, hey, Big Mac. And they said, you know what, I'm really sorry. We're out of Big Mac sauce, oddly. I'd say, well, that sucks, but
yeah.
Anyway, give me a quarter pounder. I'll be on my way.
Sure.
Right? Instead, I said, I'll have Big Mac. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Here's your total. I drive up. I go to eat said Big Mac. They put honey mustard sauce on the Big Mac.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh.
Honey mustard. I never do this. I went back.
Yes, you have to.
I went back.
You have to.
And I said, excuse me, you accidentally put honey mustard on my Big Mac. And they said, no, it's no accident. We're out of Big Mac sauce, so we just gave you honey mustard. You can't make that substitution and not make it clear.
You know what? I now understand why people sometimes, like, put their car through a drive-through window. Like, I get it. After that, it's surprising that you didn't do that, honestly. How terrible.
We saw something last night that we've never seen before. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're going to hit a slowdown if you need to travel eastbound 161 between Hamilton Road and New Albany Road. And some slow-moving traffic is causing a 5-minute delay on southbound 315 from Kinnear Road to Town Street. This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. It's Mattress Firm's semi-annual sale and clearance. Save up to 60% on a wide selection of quality mattresses at every price. Plus, score a free adjustable base with a qualifying purchase. Hurry and stop by Mattress Firm today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking for reliable roofing services in Central Ohio? Go with Nitro Roofing. We'll get the job done right the first time. Reach out today for a free estimate at nitroroofing.com.
Direct auto insurance is for uncompromisers. Like Matt. When his old car insurance got so expensive, do you think he walked until his sneakers wore out? No, because he found savings with Direct Auto so he could drive instead of compromise. With savings of up to 25% on state minimum coverage, you too can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com or a store near you. Savings vary, terms apply. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Ready for all those warm weather get-togethers? Fill up your grocery basket at Giant Eagle. Giant Eagle's Deals for Days program features more than 1,000 deals on your favorite items, so you can save more on what you like most. Barbecue parties, graduations, communions, they're all easier to plan when you buy at Giant Eagle. These low prices are available for a limited time at your Giant Eagle and Market District, so save today. Find more information on Deals for Days at gianteagle.com.
Is arthritic joint pain keeping you from doing the things that you love? Bone-on-bone pain in your knee, arthritic pain like I was having in my knee, maybe your hip, your back, your shoulder. Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Listen, there are exciting new cellular therapies that you can get lasting relief from. QC Kinetics is helping patients like you every day here in Columbus, led by Dr. Ray Tesner. I'm talking about cutting-edge treatments that accelerate your own body's healing properties, revitalizing your joints so you can move again. Listen, my dad was having knee pain. I was having knee pain. So we went over to QC Kinetics, and they were able to help us out. And 2 years out, I'm still feeling good. My dad can still move around. So learn how QC Kinetics can treat pain and enhance your joints and restore your mobility and give you long-term lasting relief with no downtime. So check them out. Go to 380-208-4544 or head to one of their offices in Dublin, Gehanna, or now the new one that's most recently opened in Grove City.
We don't talk politics on The Fan. We'd rather talk about things that unite us, like the exciting Buckeye season ahead and pizza. How about the rebirth of the Jackets and pizza? Your home of the Buckeyes, Jackets, pizza, and no politics. The Fan.
Get your air conditioner fixed fast. Call Care Heating and Cooling. 1-800-COOLING.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
This is Corey Sickles with Safe Harbor Retirement Group. How much income will you need to retire? Let us help make sure you reach your financial goals. Visit safeharboroh.com to schedule a complimentary meeting. safeharboroh.com.
If a friend asks how you're doing, and you say,
I'm okay.
When the truth is,
I don't want my problems to burden anyone.
Or you say,
hang it in there.
Because
if I ask for help, they'll just think I'm weak.
Then this is your sign to call, text, or chat 988 for free, confidential support. Anytime. You don't have to hide how you feel.
Did you and your family lose Ohio Medicaid and need health coverage? Check this out. You may be eligible to enroll in a low-cost health plan at healthcare.gov. With the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov offers quality plans that cover doctor visits, prescriptions, emergency care, and more. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Don't let a cold, sinus infection, or allergies ruin your day. Breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier with Navage. Visit Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or a store near you.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A little breezy, but otherwise hot and humid with a few storms late on this Thursday evening. Temperatures running in the low 90s. Overnight down to the low 70s. Warm and muggy to start the Friday. During the day, we'll see more clouds than sun. Hot and humid again with scattered evening thunderstorms. Highs Friday in the upper 80s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Yes, we tried unplugging and then plugging them back in. It didn't help. This is Man and Bone.
Help the Fan tackle cancer by bidding on incredible items from the 97.1 The Fan Golf Classic Charity Auction. The auction includes items like a behind-the-scenes tour of the 2025 Memorial Tournament, Ohio State football tickets, special bourbon packages, autographed memorabilia, and tons more. The auction is open now through Sunday at 5 p.m. Check out the auction and help raise money for cancer research at 971thefan.com.
Go figure. I was talking about how I grew up on the southeast side of town, Reynoldsburg, Picktown, Canal Winchester. That whole area was where that was my stomping grounds. And I said I got into a car accident just off Gender Road behind World Harvest Church. And John tweeted us and said, the four-way stop behind World Harvest is still awful, FYI. I was just passing through there earlier when you mentioned it. Go figure. Like, we're talking about a place where I had a car accident 20 years ago, and this guy's like, yep, I was right through there, still sucks.
We may be seeing the end of a couple legends. So Mike Trout is officially done for the year with a torn meniscus.
Oof.
He tore it again because he tore it, he rehabbed it, he went to the minors on a rehab start. Like the second inning of his first rehab game, left with pain. And so now he tore it again. Mike Trout, who is a surefire Hall of Famer, he has won the MVP 3 times. Okay. He has finished runner-up 3 times for the MVP. In 2021, he played 36 games. In 2022, he played 119 games. Last year, he played in 82 games. And this year, he will finish at 29 games. I mean, it's been a while, Stained.
Yeah.
Since Mike Trout has played a sustained regular season, and he's not getting any younger.
Well, if you look at it, 2011 was his rookie, not his rookie year. That was his debut. He played 40 games.
Yes, he didn't get enough service time.
Yes.
So 2012 was the year he won Rookie of the Year.
2012 to 2019, he at least 130 games, all but one of those seasons.
Yeah, he was pretty consistent.
Yeah. And then in the last 5 years, he has played more than 100 games once.
Well, yeah, you got to throw 2020 out.
I know that's fair. That's COVID.
It was a 60-game season.
You're right.
He played 53 games that year.
Okay.
But yeah, 2021, 36 games. 2022, 119. 2023, 82. And then this year, 29.
For the Hall of Fame candidacy, obviously based on talent and whatever we think of him and know of him, I mean, as far as all the stuff he's done on the field, if he were to have been healthy, these numbers would have been higher. But his home run total is 378 home runs. Like, I know that's not the only reason he would be getting in, because he's, led the league for multiple seasons. He was an MVP 3 times in a variety of categories. Like, I get it. But that's just a little surprising given how good he's been and how much we've pretty much locked him into the Hall of Fame. It's just interesting to see some of his numbers because of the injuries not be where you would think they are.
That's right. He's been an all-star pretty much every single year he's played. He's won has he won Golden Gloves? I'm sure he has. He has to.
I'm looking on Baseball Reference. Usually they have that.
I'm just saying, he's notoriously known as a very good fielder. He's won 3 MVPs. He's been,
he had a run where, he was an MVP runner-up his rookie year. And then he was runner-up again his second year, won it his third year, runner-up his fourth year, won it his fifth year. Like, there's no doubt that this guy is Hall of Fame caliber at, when healthy.
He's 32. But to your point, maybe we look at him assuming he can't get it back, which is an assumption, of course. But I'm looking at recent history. Maybe you look at him like a Gale Sayers, or you look at him like a Terrell Davis, where it's...
I was just going to say that.
He gets in because his body of work was so good when he was healthy that you can't ignore it. So, yes, he doesn't have 3,000 hits. He's never going to have that. He doesn't have 500 home runs. But if you condense what he did.
Yeah, of course. He doesn't, for what it's worth, even have 2,000 hits, though.
I know. He's 1,600 hits. It's crazy when you look at it.
Right. I am sure he will. Well, I'm not sure because we don't know what's going on with him. But if he can get healthy and play like another 3 or 4 years, over 100 games a year, he'll get past that 2,000 hit mark and he'll do all that stuff, no problem. But that's a fairly low bar from a career accumulated statistics standpoint. That's shocking that he doesn't have either of those numbers.
Clayton Kershaw is going to be a Hall of Famer, Dodgers pitcher. He was back for his second start from arm surgery on Wednesday night. He got shelled. It was not good. Allowed 7 runs. But the storyline is that he struck out 0 batters. Clayton Kershaw had made 423 regular season starts and recorded at least 1 strikeout in every single one of them. It started with his introduction to the major leagues. He did it from start 1. And last night was the first time he failed to strike out a batter in 423 regular season games. That has never happened since 1893.
Yeah, he was a cheat code there for quite a while. Even, again, getting 1 strikeout in a game does not mean you were then dominating that game, that you even won that game. But clearly we know how talented you have to be to do that since no one else had.
He's coming off shoulder surgery, and he's 36 years old. And, who the hell knows? Maybe he pitches till he's 40. We've seen guys figure it out. But we could be seeing the end of these two guys, or at least the beginning of the end.
Yeah, the beginning of where you don't see them as regular, everyday players that are relied upon by their teams. That would be a shame.
Hell of a career start for Travis Bazana. Now, the Guardians chose him with the number 1 pick in the draft a few weeks back. He hit his first home run as a pro last night in high A ball.
All right.
And it was a grand salami.
Good. If they're not going to go out and make big splashes when it comes time to make trades, and if they're not going to go out and sign guys, big-time signings in free agency, the only thing you can hope is that your prospects just keep coming up and being awesome. But at some point, guards have to, I would think, I want the guards to have the best season. I hope they go win everything this year. I'm rooting for them. But I also feel like it would suck if their ownership gets rewarded. Me not being a Guards fan, I'm rooting for you Guards fans out there. I want Cleveland to get a World Series. I want that to happen. But as someone who thinks their ownership sucks, I would hate to see them get rewarded by going, yeah, see, look, we can just kind of kick the can down the road and maybe one day we'll get lucky. No, they should go all in and try to help this team win.
I was talking to my mom this morning, and she was asking me if I was watching the Olympics. Mm-hmm. And I said, yes, we're enjoying it. She goes, I got to tell you, I really like that Snoop Doggy Dog.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, he's doing
Snoop's great.
He's doing a good job. But it amazes me, how many, my mom's 73 years old. How many people are just figuring this out for the first time? It's like, hey, this Snoop Doggy Dog guy, he's kind of funny.
D-O-double-G. That's right. Listen, this tweet sums it up for me. This guy, Josh, I saw got a bunch of retweets for this. Just a random dude on Twitter who said, my mom called me and told me how much she likes watching Snoop Dogg at the Olympics. And I had to remind her that she grounded me for buying his CD once. Mm-hmm. Yes. That. I'm glad the rehabilitation tour for older people has happened with Snoop Dogg. Great. I'm just letting you know, as someone who enjoyed his music when you all were mad at him, I'm glad that I now am seeing this, that we are now seeing the rejuvenation of Snoop Dogg, where he's become everyone's favorite uncle.
Also, just a little heads up from me to you. Don't check your retirement fund today. Market, bad day.
Oh, did it go down?
Just bad. Just skip it for today.
Can I ask, why do people do that?
I don't know, because they're masochists and they just want to see. Don't do it.
Don't we know what happened today?
Well, things took a crap today. It happens.
Yeah. Well, that's no good.
You know what? Tomorrow's another day. I'm thinking positively.
Well, and it was up, right?
It's been up for a while.
It was record up forever.
Yes.
So now it's
record up.
One day down, then record up again.
Sure.
I don't know.
All right.
I have no idea how this works.
Name that hole is next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're going to find an accident on northbound 270 on the West Outer Belt at Tuttle Crossing Boulevard. That's causing some delay there. And there's a 5-minute slowdown on northbound 71 on the north side between Main Street and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Donato's Pizza. Every piece is important. When it comes to your favorite toppings, Donato's doesn't take them lightly. Actually, quite the opposite. They pile them on from edge to edge. Now, for a limited time, get 25% off when you order online and pick it up. Use promo code TAKE25. Donato's. Every piece is important. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Raid wants to know, what would you do if you could confidently face every day knowing you and your loved ones are protected? Would you sing along to your favorite song at the top of your lungs? Turn off the GPS and let your heart do the guiding. Go to the drive-thru and order one of everything. Feel the buzz of confidence of knowing you are protected with 65 years of insect science in your hands. Raid. Protection for everyone.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Hey there, Weekend Warriors. Austin Ward here. Sick of that slice? Tired of those 3 putts? What if I told you your handicap isn't about your swing, it's about your weight? Why not take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame with Awaken 180? We're talking 10 strokes off by August, getting your tour card by September, winning your first major, year 1. Think about it. Fame, fortune, and most important, winning $5 off your buddy, because you, sir, are closest to the pin. Taking strokes off your game is just 40 pounds away at Awaken180weightloss.com.
Awaken 180 does not guarantee an immediate 10 strokes off your score, receiving a tour card, or the ability to control the weather. Individual results may vary. Your newfound athleticism might cause jealousy amongst your foursome, leading to accusations of steroid use. Awaken 180 is not responsible for defending your honor in the clubhouse. Awaken 180 cannot guarantee that your newfound golf prowess will lead to a sponsorship deal, but we can't not guarantee it either. Awaken 180 is not responsible for any dramatic fist bumps or unsolicited golf tips you give to strangers. Awaken 180 does not offer refunds for any lost wagers made on your improved golf game. Bet wisely, my friend.
Strokes off your game by dropping pounds off your frame. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Rise and shine, jabronis.
What a show this morning.
There's only one place where Buckeye legends lay the smackdown. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekday mornings starting at 6.
Give me a juice box.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Meet Abdullah Mahmood, problem gambling counselor at Maryhaven.
More and more people are falling into problem gambling. It can happen so quickly that you don't realize it until you face a crisis. Gambling issues often connect to depression, anxiety, or other addictions. Maryhaven's experts offer comprehensive care. You and your loved ones can count on mental, emotional, and financial guidance.
Confidential and judgment-free. Go to Maryhaven.com today.
Common Man here for Choice Cabinet. Contractors, builders, apartment managers, I'm talking to you. You've all been using the same old cabinet vendors for too long. I want to introduce you to Choice Cabinet. They are new to Central Ohio, and they want your business. Family owned and operated by the Laurinaitis. Yes, cousins to that guy. Kitchens, closets, pantries, laundry rooms, mudrooms, 60,000 all-wood cabinets in stock. Call my guys today, 216-378-9313, or go to choicecabinet.com.
Ignite your Irish spirit at the Dublin Irish Festival August 2nd through 4th. Enjoy 7 music stages, 60 acts and more than 800 performers. Get your tickets at dublinirishfestival.org.
It's child's play to donate your car, truck, RV, or boat to Ronald McDonald House Charities of Central Ohio. They'll pick it up free of charge, steer you through the paperwork, and a hefty tax deduction rolls your way as you help provide a home away from home for families of seriously ill, hospitalized children. For more information about donating your vehicle to Ronald McDonald House Charities, visit rmhc-centralohio.org or call 614-CARS-HELP. That's 614-CARS-HELP.
Delaware County Veterans Services invites you to visit the Wall That Heals from September 12th through the 15th at Havener Park in Liberty Township. Pay homage to those that have served in the Vietnam War. The Wall That Heals is free and open to the public. To learn more, please visit thewallthathealsohio.com.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Common Man and T-Bone present Name That Hole.
All right, here's how it works. You send us your stories. We determine what type of hole, if any, is involved. All right, this is one from the burner phone.
Okay.
CBJ named that hole. I'm trying to keep this anonymous for the player involved, but my brother-in-law had played for the Jackets/Monsters the last 4 years.
Okay, well, that should be easy to figure out.
He was told that he would have another offer from them this year, but found out on X/Twitter that he would not be offered another contract.
Okay.
My wife and in-laws now despise the Jackets, but with me growing up in Ohio, am I a hole for still cheering for the Jackets?
What's the relationship again?
Brother-in-law.
Oh, yeah, man. If that's your only reason for rooting against the Blue Jackets, there's obviously not much that's going to cause you to drop them as your team. But yeah, I don't think you're maybe don't show up with Blue Jackets gear when you hang out with them.
Wear the gear, but I mean,
who's going to tell you what's in your heart?
I know.
Like if you just watch, if you're by yourself or you're at home and you're watching that.
If you insist on wearing the gear, even though you know it's a very sensitive subject, then I'm going to have to rule an a-hole for you.
A-hole.
But if you just, in your heart of hearts, I hate that term. I don't know why I said it.
Heart of hearts.
In your heart of hearts, if you want to root for the Blue Jackets, then root for the Blue Jackets.
No hole.
Now, where would you fall on this guy with having the, Instagram? He goes to a game, he has a good time, takes some pictures, and then posts it on the gram, and all his family members are there. That might be, the next year you might need to lay low a little bit on that.
Yeah.
Enjoy the game.
Because I'm sure it'll blow over.
Yeah, eventually, bygones will be bygones.
All right, another name that hole. A few weeks ago, my sister got married. Her and her husband have a couple of daughters, one of whom was supposed to be the flower girl. When their daughter got shy and didn't want to walk down the aisle during rehearsal, my sister changed it so her daughter would walk down the aisle with one of the bridesmaids. Day of the wedding, mother of the groom says no, the daughter is not walking with the bridesmaid, and instead the mother of the groom walks down the aisle with the daughter instead. After the ceremony, my sister, the bridesmaid, and the mother of the groom are all pissed off at the situation.
Oh, my gosh.
Who's the hole? Well, here's who the hole is. The hole is anyone who's not the bride.
Yes.
If the bride says, this is what's going to happen, then guess what?
That's what's going to happen.
I don't care if you're the mother of the groom or the Pope.
Yeah.
The bride gets her way on the wedding day. So I'm going to say everybody is at least a B-hole except for the bride.
No hole.
No hole for her. B-hole on everybody else.
B-hole.
I am a parent, obviously. I have not gone through my children getting married, but in what universe does it make sense that, you have to get all your stuff in? That's what your wedding was for. That's what all that was for. You didn't get that in your wedding. Let your kids have the wedding they want. Within reason. If they're saying, I need to have 27, Bengal tigers at my wedding, that might be a cost issue. But outside of those type of concerns.
No, if she says, I'm going to have the bridesmaid walk down with my daughter.
That's great.
That's her. This is your daughter.
That's her call.
And this is your wedding.
Yeah, that's
Make
her
the call.
Absolutely right. How about this one? Couple, wife, and this is from the husband. He says, my wife and I are shopping for our first house. Put together our list of needs, wants, and deal breakers for our desired home. The only real deal breaker I had was that I refused to even put in an offer on a house in a neighborhood with an HOA.
Okay.
He said his reason for this is his parents lived in an HOA when he was a teenager. He saw the amount of BS they had to go through all the time. There's no way I want to spend a huge amount of money and have to deal with that kind of thing for who knows how many years.
What type of BS did they go through? I know
but
sometimes the pain in the ass where you can't put your chicken coop out in the front lawn. But
no, I've had an HOA called on me because someone across the street from me had a dumpster for a weekend to clean out their house. And they were like, we got to stop that. It's been 3 days. 3 days? What? They're moving. What are you talking about? Yeah,
Why'd they call you?
Because they thought it was they got the wrong address. And I had to tell them, well, you're stupid. But then, I'm just saying, then presumably they called that person to yell at them.
That's annoying. That's dumb. But
HOAs.
That's one phone call you had to take.
This guy, no, not for me. I'm saying the fact they were going to fine these people.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying sometimes HOAs can get out of control. This guy said he doesn't want to even take a chance. So his wife then found a house. Realtor said, hey, this is not on the market yet. Here's the house. In a neighborhood with an HOA. He said, before we even go look at it, let's not look at this. Remember, I don't want to put a bid on a house that says an HOA. She said, no, I just want to see it. They go. Turns out it's like her dream house. It's got all the boxes checked. Checks off a lot of boxes for both of them, to be fair. But he said it's in an HOA. So she said, why don't we put in an offer? And he refused. Said no, because my number one thing is I don't want an HOA. I didn't even want to go look at this house. Am I being the hole here for not wanting to do that? Or is she being the hole because I said, no, I don't even want to look at this, and now we're in this situation?
I need more information. Does he also think it's the perfect house, with the exception of the HOA?
He says that 95% of their good items are all like the same.
Okay.
So they're mostly the same.
He loves the house, too.
He said the house is really good, but the HOA, he said, I won't even put in an offer on an HOA house before they even started. And apparently this didn't change his mind on that. You know, he went and saw it and said, that's great. I do not want this house. That's tough, right?
It's tough. Here's what I would do. If you're that, if it's not a cost issue where it's like, man, the HOA is so expensive, we can't.
No. He's saying, I don't want to deal with the headache of whatever an HOA is.
Here's what I say then. If you both love the house, I would say, all right, honey, we'll put an offer in on this house on one condition. Everything that has to do with the HOA, you handle it. I'm out.
Right.
I mean, to me, the HOA doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So you handle all of it. You got to handle that. If you promise to do all of that, then that's fine. We get the house.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're both being an a-hole here. I think
a-hole.
She, by saying, let's go look at it anyway, when he said, clearly I don't want to. And him for saying, all right, this house is really good, but I can't deal with an HOA. I'm with him. I hate HOAs. I think they suck. But it's something you kind of, we live in a neighborhood with
just
HOA.
Saying, the needs of the family sometimes supersede what annoys you.
Yeah, and if you can't paint your house turquoise and you really want to, well, is everything else awesome in your house? Then maybe you just have to live without that, I guess.
All right, so both a-holes?
Yeah.
Right.
A-hole.
And the other one I have for you, where did it go?
We only have a minute. Is it short?
No.
Okay, forget about it.
Never
you know
mind.
What you can do, what you forgot to do?
What's that?
Well, Baker can turn down the music.
You know what I forgot?
And you can talk about roofing.
You know I can. Whether you live in a neighborhood with an HOA or not, every house needs a roof. Am I wrong? I think they all need roofs. And if your roof needs to be redone, needs to be replaced, or you need to get an upgrade because it's that time, Able Roof will get the job done in one day, 24-hour turnaround on most jobs. #1 roofing company in Columbus, 22 years in a row. Summer promotion, no payments, no interest till 2026, and $1,000 off a new roof, siding, and windows. Call them today. Able Roof, 614-444-ROOF. That is 614-444-ROOF.
What if you really wanted to dive into an English cottage-style home and you have a thatched roof? Will they do the thatched roof?
Are we doing thatched roofs in the U.S.? Do people
I think
have these?
It's very uncommon.
Okay.
But
you know what? I don't know if they do thatched roofs, but non-thatched. And you know what? Call them anyway and find out. 614-444-ROOF. Do you do a thatched roof?
And pretend you're the queen when you do.
Hey, excuse me, able people.
Yeah.
Can you repair my thatched roof?
That's I've seen the people who work on those things. It's more like
they're artisans.
It's more like art. Yeah, agriculture and craftsmanship than it is
absolutely
doing siding or putting up tile or whatever they put on the roof. What am I looking for? Roofing tiles?
Shingles.
Thank you.
Yes. We'll also be getting shingles soon. We're of that age. Back page coming up. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're looking at some slow traffic that's causing a 5-minute delay on westbound 670 from Leonard Avenue to Neal Avenue. And you should know there's an accident that's on the right shoulder of westbound 670 after 3rd Street, causing some delay. This report is sponsored by Donato's Pizza. Every piece is important. When it comes to your favorite toppings, Donato's doesn't take them lightly. Actually, quite the opposite. They pile them on from edge to edge. Now for a limited time, get 25% off when you order online and pick it up. Use promo code TAKE25. Donato's, every piece is important. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
This is the White Castle Call of the Crave, and it's telling you to come in now for 10 cheese sliders for just $7.99. 10 cheese sliders for just $7.99. Boom! White Castle. Follow your crave. Limited time only, tax not included.
It's Logan Services 55th anniversary sale. Replace your air conditioner and save up to 55% on a qualifying Trane furnace. Take action with a free estimate. Fast, friendly service, Logan Services.
My name is Dr. Ray Tessner. I'm an orthopedic surgeon in Columbus, Ohio. I've been involved with taking care of athletes and aging athletes for over 35 years.
Dr. Ray Tessner knows a thing or two about joint pain. And one thing he's a big believer in right now is regenerative medicine.
The advantage that I see in a regenerative medicine that there's really no downside to it.
Today, you'll find Dr. Tessner at QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in this exciting way to deal with joint pain, using natural concentrated healing agents from your own body to go to work on achy joints, restoring and repairing damaged tissue.
It's one of the best management tools that has come around in a long time.
Tired of that pain in your knees, hips, back, and shoulder? Before you go under the knife, get a second opinion from QC Kinetics. You really can get lasting relief with no surgery, no drugs, no downtime.
QC Kinetics has become a leader in the regenerative medicine field.
Go to QCkinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
Who are the people that serve part-time in the Ohio Army National Guard? We are your neighbors and friends. We are your sons and daughters. Our service is providing us valuable job skills, and it pays up to 100% of our tuition. We're proud to serve our state. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service with the Ohio Army National Guard at nationalguard.com/OH.
Sponsored by the Ohio Army National Guard. Aired by the Ohio Association of Broadcasters and this station.
The Buckeye Show.
We finally found our C.J. Stroud rookie card. The C.J. rookie cards are going like crazy.
He's single-handedly saved Panini's football products for 2023.
The Buckeye Show.
Sponsored by CareSource.
Weeknights at 6 on The Fan.
Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. The people who refuse to make trade-offs in life. Like Kelly, when her old car insurance got so expensive that she couldn't afford to drive anymore, do you think she started carrying her groceries for miles? No. But she did find Direct Auto's savings that allowed her to drive instead of compromise. With savings of up to 25%, you too can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a quote today at directauto.com. Savings based on applied discounts and will vary. Terms apply. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
We go to war for you. I'm attorney Robert Scherger of Scherger Shannara Trial Attorneys. When it comes to accidents and injuries, we're here to fight for you. Get a free consultation today and know your rights. Results matter to us because we go to war for your family. warforyou.com.
Common Man here for Care Heating and Cooling. Weather is unpredictable, but the inside of your home should be comfortable just the way you like it. And the best way to avoid those unnecessary surprises is with a care plan. See, with a care plan, you get priority service, system maintenance in case of an emergency. Just another way to give you and your family peace of mind. And maintaining your systems properly can help save you money. A properly maintained furnace and air conditioner run more efficiently, reducing your utility usage. Regular maintenance also prevents breakdowns and extends the life of your equipment. I'm on the care plan, and I'm quite the expert. I'll stop by and give your system a once-over. I will. Don't tempt me. I end every commercial the same way, telling you to hire Care when you need a company you can trust. It's not just the slogan. That's the Care creed. How about this? Lennox. They have thousands of dealers nationwide. HVAC royalty. Last year, Lennox gave Care their coveted Partner of the Year award because they're trusted by their customers and their partners. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com when you need a company you can trust.
Summer's heating up at Zumbizi Bay. Slide into the action with our thrilling rides. Relax and unwind in the lazy river. Join us for $19.99 admission after 4 p.m. Zumbizi Bay, Central Ohio's largest water park. Get your tickets at zumbizibay.com.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Accurate Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. The fine host of the Buckeye Show, your friend and mine, Timmy Hall.
Oh, you guys.
I want to tell you something. I was going to do something to you today, but I had it in my hand. I was ready to buy it. But I said, you know what? He's going on vacation tomorrow. I don't want to give the man dysentery. There is a corn dog up there.
Did we not talk about this corn dog
in the
yesterday?
cafe? Yes, but it's still up there.
Oh, my God.
The corn dog with the side of mustard.
Is it honey mustard,
there.
do you think?
It looked too yellow to be a honey mustard.
Too yellow?
I think it was straight French's. I was going to buy it and make you eat it on the air, but I said, you know what? Timmy's going to Canada tomorrow.
How are you going to make him eat it, though? Because this is the question that's come up. Why wouldn't you just say, no, I will not eat that. I refuse.
Because
I refuse
if you're one
to
of
run.
us, you'll take a bite.
Because he's a trooper. That's why.
Yeah, we do it for the show.
Oh,
we do it for the station.
I don't.
For the good of the
I'm
people.
not eating one of those. Now, I might choose to eat something.
That's why I didn't ask you to do it.
That's right.
All right.
You wouldn't
over there.
do something like that. You're too busy eating your Taco Bell and having your Baja Blast.
The other day, I said we were talking about, was there like a pulled pork sandwich up there or something that
I
came
didn't
up?
see that. Somebody must have snatched that up.
When those pulled porks come, you got to get there quick or it's gone.
One of our
mentioned
10 TV serial poopers grabbed that thing.
There was an egg breakfast sandwich.
No, I absolutely not. Remember we talked about it. I'm not doing any cold egg, reheat egg situation. I have too much PTSD from my hotel job.
What about, would you get the Italian? I saw a decent little Italian sandwich of the same brand. It's the company's called Fresh.
Yeah, but you don't heat those up, right? I guess I could.
You could.
You
but
don't want to
I-
heat up the
No, that's what I
take
wouldn't.
it cold.
Yeah.
I mean, the corn dog, I suggest heating up.
I would want to get
Boil it.
if I was going to eat something from up there, I would have to heat it up. But it'd have to be something that I would actually choose to eat, not something I would have to be forced to eat. That's what I'm saying.
The safest thing, like if I honestly had to eat and had to fill my stomach with things that are up there and I wanted more than just the chips or the candy bars,
Yep.
I'd mostly just do that. But they have the prepackaged Cuppo noodles and they have some of the Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Well, that's fine. You're just adding water to
that's
that.
nothing.
Right.
That's-
I would
do eat those.
I would do right. I would do
I
that.
eat those all the time.
I don't think I could ever, if it wasn't for the show or for just the sake of doing it, eat one of those prepackaged cooler items, which is why we're eating them.
Yeah.
Because no one would.
That's right. What did Bo Bishop say to us today, T-Bone?
He said he was shocked that either you or
No.
Tyvis would do that.
He said he was riveted.
He did
with
enjoy
the segment. He said it was one of the best segments we ever did. That's why we do it.
And
I
he
agree.
said he was shocked that you guys both said yes.
I mean,
He said both things.
We walked the chili dog in here live on the air. We presented it. I mean, it had its little plastic sort of plate to hold all of its contents.
Yes, and then you
Tyvis had to sort of work himself up to it.
And then you
live.
got dysentery afterwards. So how was that a good thing? You had to miss work for it.
Almost really killed me.
Right. So
It's great. It's a rush, man.
He suffers for his soup.
You are the Steve-O of the station is essentially what it is right here.
I do it all for you guys.
That's right. That's right. I appreciate it.
Whatever you want.
T-Bone mocks you. I appreciate it.
Whatever you want.
I
I'm just
appreciate
saying,
the dedication.
I'm sitting with a couple guys that when they watch Jackass, they're like, look at these losers. No prospects in life. Oh, eat a chili dog so I can get dysentery and die? Well, it gets a number. Yeah. That's the same thing. You're the Johnny Knoxville and he's Steve-O. That's what's happening right here.
Should just write under my name, like with the graphic, down for whatever. What are you going to do? I'll do it with you.
Yeah.
Tyvis, not only did you eat it, Tyvis ate it. Tyvis swallowed.
Tyvis has.
That's what we know about him.
Tyvis has.
Tyvis, you stop. You know you're a big swallower.
Tyvis
Knock it
has.
off.
He has more prospects in life going. He's got a job on BTN. He's got all this other stuff going. All of us here, this is all we can do.
Yeah.
This is it.
Well,
Tyvis doesn't need this job, and yet he jumped in and volunteered to do that. I'm surprised.
We got
I
to
appreciate it.
sharpen his stomach up, Bone, for the Campus Eats segment.
And Tyvis said the next day he felt great. He took a nice dump. He felt fine. I mean, it wasn't good enough for him to hit a home run in the softball game, which they still lost. But what are you talking? Did you not lose? You had this whole thing like,
why are you offering information that doesn't need to be said?
I can't. You said I'm never going to lose because my family's there. That's what you said to me.
He's wearing the jersey, too, like he's some proud guy. Proud guy.
It's a nice jersey. It went with my get-up today. You know, I got the Jordan 4s on. You know,
it is. I saw when I saw you walk in with the jersey, I thought, where does? Oh, he got that from playing in the softball game. That's where. It's nice though.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Timmy,
what are you laughing at?
Nothing. Just forget about it. What's coming up on the Buckeye Show, Timmy? Come on,
baby.
Timmy.
Hey, I mean, come on. This is a big day. This is a huge day. Football is back. It was like a training camp, NFL training camp set up there with Buckeye football practice. Fans are there. Logos are all over the place. They're introducing the players. We got observations. We got thoughts. We got Pat Murphy, 6:33 for some beers and Buckeyes. I know he's got more observations as well. And in the 7 o'clock hour, a special treat. We're going to go to the beginnings of Tracksuit Friday, and specifically more on the Ohio State tracksuit that you've all seen me in for many, many months now.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
I have a new love for that sport, too.
It's here and now.
I know.
This is handball's time to shine.
I know. I want to go down there.
It's a great-looking sport. It's fast.
Put goop on your hands.
Do they goop?
Oh, they goop.
What are they gooping?
They put sticky goop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about this.
They're not raw dogging that. They're gooping.
Yeah. I didn't know that. I didn't know you needed that. I thought that was a grippy ball.
No, you stick it onto the post and then you let go and it slowly rolls down because there's so much goop on it.
Oh,
they put
goop
goop
up.
They goop on the shoes and then they get some during the game and reapply.
Like a stickum type of substance.
Oh, yeah. It's like a resin. It's gross.
Yeah.
Handball.
Yeah. The Back Page. The Back Page with Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Bone.
Well, man, yesterday an F-16 pilot was flying over Michigan and had an issue, according to him. He had to jettison 2 of his external fuel tanks. You know, they're kind of the things that look like they might be bombs, but they're just fuel tanks that hang off the wings of fighter planes.
My.
He had to drop not 1, but 2 of those due to said emergency. One of them landed in Lake Huron, which is not great for the environment, but I'm sure, thankfully, no one was hurt with that. Also, no one was injured when one landed in a Save-A-Lot parking lot where it struck a vehicle.
Whoa.
Authorities were notified of an explosion that happened in this parking lot because, like I said, it's a full tank of fuel that landed from thousands of feet up on a car. Wow. No one was injured. No one was in the car. I got to say, if you were in that store and you heard, oh no, there's been an explosion, something happened to one of the cars in the parking lot. Once you find out that it's a fuel tank from the Air Force or whoever this was, Navy, don't you kind of hope it's your car? Because then you know the payday is going to be massive.
Do you? I mean, the guy that had the piece of space junk from the space station fly through his house is still suing to try and get NASA to pay for it.
Well, they got to pay for that. And the military, I would have to think, is like, we don't want any issues with them. Let's just, here you go.
I would hope so. But
hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars.
You know how insurance claims go, though? How long you got to sit around till you get that payday? I hope you're right. I would hope so.
Who's at fault here? Well, officer, I didn't see him coming. It's like, you dropped a fuel tank on his car from 10,000 feet, officer.
You blew up my car.
Yeah, you're done.
Buckeye shows up next. We're back tomorrow for a big Drunky Friday show. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got an accident that's blocking 2 left lanes on northbound 71 on the north side at East Broad Street. It is causing stop-and-go traffic from I-70, and you're going to hit a 5-minute slowdown on westbound 161 between Johnstown Road and Hamilton Road. This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Savings based on discounts can vary. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
is a fan action update.
Your Big Ten action update. The Penn State Nittany Lions have the third best odds to win the Big Ten this year at 5-1. Penn State has the eighth best odds to win the national championship, sitting at 20-1. The Nittany Lions season win totals 9.5 games, and Penn State's non-conference schedule includes games against West Virginia, Bowling Green, and Kent State. Penn State is minus 142 to make the 12-team college football playoff. For your action update, I'm Scotty Vegas.
Have you lost Ohio Medicaid? At healthcare.gov, you can find a low-cost, quality health plan.
Do plans cover doctor visits?
What about emergency care?
And prescriptions?
All covered and more. Plus, with the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
It's child's play to donate your car, truck, RV, or boat to Ronald McDonald House Charities of Central Ohio. They'll pick it up free of charge, steer you through the paperwork, and a hefty tax deduction rolls your way as you help provide a home away from home for families of seriously ill, hospitalized children. For more information about donating your vehicle to Ronald McDonald House Charities, visit rmhc-centralohio.org or call 614-CARS-HELP. That's 614-CARS-HELP.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career and they talked to me about it.
He was done in just months.
I did do it online.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at My Computer Career.
It worked for me and I know it can work for you.
It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Raid wants to know, what would you do if you could confidently face every day knowing you and your loved ones are protected? Would you sing along to your favorite song at the top of your lungs? Turn off the GPS and let your heart do the guiding. Go to the drive-thru and order one of everything. Feel the buzz of confidence of knowing you are protected with 65 years of insect science in your hands. Raid. Protection for everyone.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply.